I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am fertile. My fertility goddess.
Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses! Welcome to your very first pick a card reading of 2025. I hope you had a wonderful start to your new year and a wonderful ending to the previous year. I have an idea to do a couple of readings for the beginning of this year. They may just come out throughout the month of January or maybe even a little further out, but this is going to be the first one. And this is how and when you will conceive your baby in 2025. So, how will this little one be conceived or coming into your life? Will there be some natural intervention, some medical intervention? Will baby be conceived naturally or anything else that may come through, as well as when? So, we're going to look at specific timing surrounding baby's arrival. Okay. And we're going to tune into messages from baby directly because would this even be a spirit baby reading if we did not, right? So we'll also be using my spirit baby confetti deck to get some guidance as to what could have been or what may be blocking or what could potentially come in or try to throw itself in 2025 as an obstacle, and how to overcome that obstacle. So really excited for that guidance for you guys. But as you can see, we have 4 different piles here, and I'm using my Spirit Baby Butterfly Messages of Transformation Oracle deck. And so they're little cards. So we have 4 little piles. So let me show you which one is pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. So pile number 1 is this pile here, or this card here. Pile number 2 is here. Pile number 3 is here, and pile number 4 is here. All the timestamps are down below in the description box as well as in the comment section. So whichever card you feel drawn to, either from the thumbnail or from just staring at them now, go ahead and select whichever pile from down below. Now, if you need more time to select, feel free to pause the video, okay? Tune into your intuition, take a couple of deep breaths, ground your energy. And some things that I like to do when I am like choosing a card for myself is I like to ask spirit to show me which card is for me by like highlighting it. So sometimes I'll see like a glow around the edge of the card or over the card or directly above it. Or sometimes like literally all the other cards will go dark and then I'll just see like the color of that one card for that one pile. And then also sometimes it'll vibrate, like it'll pulse at me, like it'll have like it has a pulse, pulsate. So everyone has their own little techniques on how to connect with their pile, but I felt like I needed to share that with someone today. So maybe we have some newbies here who have never picked a card, or maybe you're trying to figure out a new way. So those are some ways that I choose my card whenever I'm doing a pick a card reading for myself. So anyways, I hope that helped. I will see you in your pile. Hello, beautiful pile number 1. If you chose this card here, then this is indeed your message, okay, or your reading. As soon as I what was it? What was I doing? I was like removing the other cards from the area so you guys can be like alone, and my ears started ringing so bad. So what I felt from that was like it made me feel like there was significance in what I was doing in that moment, which is giving me 2 messages for you this year, or especially like at the beginning of the year or whenever you're watching this, because this is timeless for 2025 overall. But whenever you're watching this, okay, like right now in this moment, your intuition is so heightened and your spirit team is speaking to you so like clearly. You're getting signs through your body. Your body is being used as a tool. So you may have physical sensations such as chills or shivers that come across you when you are needing to pay attention to something in your environment, in your space. You may have your ears may ring. Okay, you may have like ringing in your ears. You may sneeze. Okay, I'm seeing like all types of things. You may get headaches. Like your spirit team is like using your body as like a tool. Okay, it is a tool. So what I'm seeing here is that, or what I was feeling was that, and then also what I was feeling was like as I was removing the other cards away from yours and isolating you, that could also be a message for you. Okay, so there may be some significance in getting pregnant in 2025 surrounding isolation. So there may be like a need for you to or you could even be in this energy already, and this is just confirmation for you, but you've been feeling like you need to remove like some things that you have been doing within your journey to baby, or remove yourself from certain environments, certain people. This is like the decluttering energy, right? Like it's overcrowded. I'm overwhelmed. Like it kind of like I feel like there's this really beautiful transformation that happens when you declutter, when you remove yourself or like isolate yourself from certain tasks. Okay, like you've been trying to do all the things to get pregnant, and maybe it's like, okay, now it's time for me to just focus on have one focus, right? And then that is when you conceive, because your body is in less of a stressful type of situation, right? Or it's like I need to remove myself away from certain people. I need to stop telling them my business, telling them what's going on with my journey. Like there's that energy. Like your body is needing that. And it could also be because you're so heightened right now. You're so in tune with this with spirit, right? That you could be feeling overstimulated by too many people, too many actions, too many things on your to-do list, too many like responsibilities around trying to get pregnant, right? Like that can just be so overstimulating for you right now. So pay attention to the signs your body is sending you, because that is really going to help you when it comes to getting pregnant, and then just overall, guidance from spirit about your life. Okay. So let's dive into this actual reading of how and when you are going to be conceiving in 2025. So I have a lot of pre-selected cards for you already, including your main tarot cards. Now, I decided to do like um, a 5-card spread, tarot spread, that I've already like shuffled all the cards and I have everything already ready to go. I'm actually going to put this over here because I want to lay out the tarot cards first. But let me just briefly tell you what each card is going to represent. So we have card number 1, which I believe you guys got 2 cards in your first. Yeah, you did. So this is your cards for pile number 1, or for number 1. Which question number 1, there we go. Question number 1, which is representing a previous obstacle you had to overcome. Okay. Question number 2 is something that will be supporting you in your fertility journey in 2025. And you guys got, let me see. For question 2, you got 1 card. Okay. I had to make a list because it was getting really crazy. For question 3, we have overall energy surrounding your journey now. Okay. And for question number 3, you guys got 2 cards. Okay. So 2 cards. So these cards here. And then for question number 4 and 5, I believe we got 1 and 1. So we should have 1 and 1. Yes, we do. Okay. So question number 4 is, are you currently aligned to conceive in 2025? So while you're watching this right now, are you currently aligned to conceive? And then for question number 5 is how? So will you be conceiving through medical intervention, naturally, through some other form of intervention, like natural intervention, working with a holistic doctor, acupuncture, drinking teas, different things like that. So these are all of the piles. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. And then I have some other cards here too. Okay. So I will lay these out. I feel like I want to lay these out now, and then we'll look at them in a bit, like that and like that. Awesome. And then we will pull some extra cards at the end. Of course, we're going to get your timing message about some time frames on when you may conceive. Of course, this is a collective reading, so please take the message as it resonates for you, or just know that everything may not resonate with you since it is for a large collective. And then we'll get some spirit baby insight at the end, and we'll call it a reading. Okay. I wanted to already pull the cards out so that I didn't spend much time shuffling in between, because as you can see, this is a pretty big spread. Okay, so let's get started. Let me see what it's looking like on the camera, because I felt like it was crooked, and it is. So what should I do? It's straight here. So sorry guys, just trying to get some. There we go. That's a little bit better. There you go. Okay, just that one's not straight. Okay. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. So, pile number one, let's see what your answer to question one is, which is what is the previous obstacle you had to overcome in order for you to get pregnant? Okay. Now, this is something that you've already overcame or something that you're currently overcoming. Okay. And it's being presented to you right now to let you know, like, hey, you are indeed on the right path. Like, yes, you're meant to be focusing on this, or if you've been intuitively feeling like, okay, I need to focus on this right now. Spirit is like, yes, you do. Okay, this is your confirmation that this is something that has been preventing you from getting pregnant in your past, or could potentially, create an obstacle moving forward. So let's see what we have coming up here. So your two cards, we have the Knight of Wands and the King of Pentacles. And I remember these two came out and they flipped over, and I was like, do I take both? And I was like, yes, I do feel like they go together. And the reason why is because the King of Pentacles is someone who is like, especially on this card, represents to me like navigation. He has like, he's on his ship, he's on his way, he's navigating things in a very practical way here on earth. He has a very established, true, what is it? True and tried methods that he's tried and they work for him. Or maybe this is something that, I mean, typically it works for him, but for this reading in particular, I feel like this could also be true and tried methods that maybe someone else may have done, and it has helped them get pregnant, right? Like they're like, every time I do this, it helps me get pregnant, right? And so you're like, okay, here I am on my way. I'm getting ready to do this too, because I feel like since it helped them, it should help me. But I feel like there was indeed some largely overwhelmed energy here, which is so funny because I was picking that up with your pile, right? I was saying as I was isolating your card from all the other cards, I felt like there was a need for you to like separate yourself, separate your activities, something like that, right? And have one main focus. And so I do feel like the obstacle here that you have had to overcome, or that you've already overcame. Okay, some of you guys are already beyond this, and this is something that was really a really big struggle in your journey to baby, was stubbornness, right? Like really being stuck in your ways. Even if you had to give your all, if you have to put all your energy into it, like you were so determined to move forward in the way that you felt like you needed to move forward in, like all other doors, you did not want them to open. Like you wanted doors to open because you wanted to get pregnant, but you were very strict and stubborn and stuck in the ways you wanted those doors to open for you, right? And so even if you had to give your all, you were willing to give your all in order for things to work in the way that you wanted it to work. And that was something you had to overcome. You had to really open up. What Spirit is saying is you have to put yourself first, okay? Because a lot of you guys were not putting yourself first. You were putting your journey first, your future baby first, like you're getting pregnant, like you have this very huge, like you're fantasizing about pregnancy, and you were putting that first. And in the meantime, you were running down your own energy. As you can see here with the Nine of Wands, it's like he's very, very much overwhelmed. He's almost to that point where he's getting ready to give up. Right here, he's like, okay, I'm going to, like, I still have some energy, but I just need to rest, right? Like, he's like, I still have some energy. I'm still going to persevere, right? But I've been through a battle. I've been through a struggle. And so what I feel here is like you had to overcome that. And what it feels like is like there was this shift in perspective that you've had recently, that makes more sense for you. It makes more sense for you. You could be a fire sign. I could be talking to Leo, Sag, or Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs, or it could be talking to Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus signs. Okay, but there's definitely this very like, very like stuck in your way type of energy present here as an obstacle. So this is something that you're either going to soon overcome. Some of you guys, this could be during Taurus season. You may be watching this in Taurus season, or this could be when this obstacle is overcome for you. For some of you guys, you overcame it in Sagittarius season at the end of 2024, or something was brought to your attention and you're like, you know what, I need to do things differently, or I need to go a different way, take a different path. This is too much for me. I'm overwhelmed, right? And that was indeed a blockage or creating stagnation in your journey to baby. So for some of you guys, that's confirmation. For others, this is like an awakening moment where you're like, oh my gosh, I have been doing the same thing over and over again. I have been, I'm hearing someone talking about like, I've been insisting that I get pregnant naturally, or through like natural intervention by drinking teas, and I've been so like insistent on that I'm not gonna, that I do this way. And it's like, okay, maybe I need to navigate and go in a different way, right? Something that may work best for me. For some of you guys, you're dealing with secondary infertility and you're like, this is what I always do, or this is what I've always done every time, like I get pregnant like this, no big deal. But it's been some time, and so you're questioning things. And this is Spirit's advice to you, is to like take a different route or look at things, have a new perspective, right? Or allow yourself to just open up your mind to having a new perspective that, maybe I have to do something a bit differently this time around. Maybe I'm a bit older, my body needs a little bit more assistance. Even if you're not older, right? Maybe your body just needs additional help. There could be some imbalances going on, right? But there's something that is just like a struggle that you had to overcome. Okay. And I feel like it revolved around you meaning your own way. It's kind of what this feels like. Okay. Or even like, if this is not you being in your own way, this is about you dodging other people's guidance. Okay. Things that worked for them and finding what works best for you. Okay. With the King of Pentacles. Like he's like, I know what's best for me, right? And he moves very practically. He likes to work smarter and not harder. So this is the energy that I feel like you're meant to embrace. Now, for question 2, something that will be supporting you in your journey this year, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel like your creativity, but also this is surrounding you, the way that you care for yourself, the way that you nurture and mother yourself is going to really bring a lot of and as you can see, she's isolated there, right? And we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, divine counterparts. So your partner could also have strong earth in their birth chart as well. Doesn't have to be. But I see here with the King and Queen of Pentacles, like you guys are like moving into this state of like 2025 feels very stable for you as a couple. If you are single by choice, this just represents a team that you are working with who's supporting you. This can be your surrogate, this may be your donor. There's some very strong stabilities or your journey in general, right? It doesn't have to be the person, but it could just be your journey. But there's like some very strong, like stable energy here. And energy of equality, like there's this equal balance here in your journey to baby in 2025. And so some of you guys could also be like really working on your finances, your health, your home, like your foundation is really being strengthened this year as well, is what I feel here. But to answer that question, something that's going to be supporting you is one, your foundation. Okay, like the way that you feel about like the security that you have about your about what you're doing in your journey to baby, right? The more secure you feel, the more stable you feel as a person, right, is going to like literally pour into the stability that you feel in your journey to baby. Okay, so the more stable you feel with your finances, within your home, within your health, like the more secure you feel in that, the more confidence you have in your journey to baby. But a lot of this develops when one, you isolate yourself, right? You do what makes more sense for you, and you come to that realization. A lot of you is through self-care, right? There's self-care is big here. Putting yourself first, right? Prioritizing self. Also being very creative, tapping into your creativity, whether this is in your career or this is through a passion project or this is through other forms of creation. I'm hearing creation equals creation, right? So the more creative you are in your journey to baby, or just in your life in general and your waking life, you're going to attract more creative energy. And creation is the creation of a baby, right? So I'm hearing like, I love this deck because it has all these little sparklies on it. But like for you guys in particular today, I really am feeling that magical energy of like the law of attraction, right? So it's like the more creative you are in your life, more if you write, if you sing, if you paint, if you do digital art, if you just, write down your dreams that you're having, whatever it is, it's like the more creative that you get in your waking life, just because the more creative energy you attract to yourself. And you have to in order to have a baby and to be pregnant, you have to create this baby, right? So I feel like that's something that is going to, being creative is something that is going to support you as well in your journey to baby this year. Now, the overall energy that is surrounding you right now in this moment in your journey to baby, let's see what we have here. We have the Two of Swords and the King of Swords. Wow. I remember these two cards flipped over too, and I was like, oh yeah, I got to keep these. So with these two cards, I definitely felt focus. Okay. Like the energy that came through, or the one word that came through when I saw these two cards together was like focus, and second word, determination. Okay. I felt like they're, right now in this moment, like you have your eye on the prize. Okay. With the Two of Swords energy, let me uncover that. With the Two of Swords energy, like she has her bow and arrow, she's blindfolded, yet she has no, like she has so much confidence, right? And I love how it's the same goddess from this card. She has like the red hair, she has the red hair here too. And she is so confident in what she's doing and in the decision that she's making here. And there may be some form of her that is kind of, questioning. Two of Swords energy generally represents like being a bit of indecisive because of like maybe you're thinking about the past and you want to avoid like pain, emotional pain, heartache, disappointment. You want to avoid that. So you're kind of like questioning your move. But in this deck, I always feel confidence from her. Like she is ready to go, right? She hasn't let the arrow go yet, but she's ready. And then in this card here, the King of Swords, he has no arrow in his hand, right? He has, I think it's a hawk here. He has a hawk eye, right? So he is just like very focused on, he knows what he's doing, right? The King of Swords is someone who is an expert in their field. And so what I feel is that some of you guys may have your eye literally on an expert. Like some of you guys may be thinking about working with a specialist, or you are, this is like a decision that you're thinking about making. Okay. This could be confirmation if you are wondering if you should work with a specialist or you should hire someone. I feel like this is a yes. Okay. If you're looking for some expert advice, whether this is a fertility specialist, but it can be any type of specialist, someone who just knows what they're doing, right? They're great at their job. Um, they've helped others before who are, you're that are in a similar situation that you're in. So this could be like a fertility specialist, it may be a reproductive urologist, it could be a reproductive endocrinologist, it may be an OBGYN, it could be a chiropractor, a therapist, okay, a fertility health coach, could be a spirit baby medium, right? Or a fertility psychic. Maybe you're thinking about getting a reading, a personal reading. But like whoever this is, they're an expert in their field, and they have no hesitation with letting go their arrow, right? Like they don't have an arrow in their hand. They trust where they sent it. They're on the top of the mountain. They've conquered something before, right? And what I'm hearing is like previously you may have been listening to like I'm hearing naysayers. I don't know if that's the right term, but I'm hearing like maybe people who weren't experts, but they were like, oh, I've done this once or twice, right? And that could have been with this navigational energy here, and something or spirit like, okay, you're going around and around and around in a circle here. We need to call in an expert, right? And so this could be like the energy that is surrounding you because you're like, okay, I'm feeling a bit like lost here and I don't want to feel this way anymore. I just want someone to give me clear answers. What's going on? How do I get pregnant? And that's it, right? Let's stop beating around the bush, is what I'm hearing. And that's the energy that is surrounding you, which is, I think, amazing because you have this beautiful, creative side to you that is being very balanced by this very intellectual side of you. And I feel like through both of those energies, I feel like that is going to really help you get far, and also overcome whatever obstacle may be present or may try to present itself to you in your journey to baby. Okay. Some of you guys could be conceiving through medical intervention, but we're going to get more information. I think is it the next one? No, the next two cards. So, and the last card. So let's go to the next one, which says, are you aligned? This is going to be like a yes or no question or yes or no answer. Hopefully it gives me yes or no and it's not maybe. But we're going to see if you are currently aligned when it comes to conceiving this year. Let's see. The Knight of Cups. I definitely believe you are. The Knight of Cups is letting me know that you are indeed on the right path to conception. I feel with the Knight of Cups energy, you're being called to, and we talked about this a little bit earlier where I was saying like you guys are so in tune with the divine. And it is so important with the Knight of Cups energy that you allow your intuition to lead you. Okay, listen to your heart and allow your intuition to lead you. This is not a race, and this is not a race. And honestly, I feel like if you chose this pile, you're tired of the runaround. Like you just want clear, concise answers, right? You just want to get straight to the point. And so that is what your heart is leading you towards. So I'm hearing trust the journey, trust the process. It may look a bit different than you thought it would. But I am hearing that, what is it? I just heard checkmate. I don't even know. It's so funny. I got a chessboard for Christmas, and I don't know how to play chess, but I just heard checkmate. And I think that's like a winning thing, like you won something. So I feel like it's a good energy. So, anyways, like you've accomplished something. Like I feel the energy of like you've accomplished something. You've hit like the end of a cycle or something like that. But that's what I'm getting here, and that's what I feel like the message is for you. It's like trust the journey because you're almost at the end. Okay, it's almost time for you to receive this reward or get the answers, the clarity that you have been looking for. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, so how will you be conceiving? Let's see what we have here with this card. We have the Six of Wands. So I do feel like there is going to be some intervention. Now, for this pile, I am feeling like it could be either or, especially with the King of Swords here. Like that's just very clear to me that there is definitely an expert involved. But this can also be like a holistic expert. This may be someone who looks at the mind, the body, and the spirit. So they work with all energies. Like this could be a naturopath or someone who is like, okay, they integrate Western medicine and Eastern medicine. I do feel with the Six of Wands that you are going to conceive by having like all eyes on you. Okay. You have your eye on the prize, your doctor or your specialist or whoever's helping you has all eyes on you. So this is very close guidance. Whether this is spiritual guidance or this is medical guidance from your physician, I do feel like they are going to either give you a plan of action. You guys are going to do that together, or they're going to have maybe timed intercourse could also be involved here. But they may be checking you like your blood work, your partner's blood work. This could be there's like ultrasounds done, but you're very much so guided along the journey. Now the other thing that I want to say is you may be using a fertility device. I actually have been using the Anito fertility device myself. I've used it for 2 cycles as of so far, and I really like it. So you could be using like a fertility device that is guiding you and like giving you step by step on what to do, when to baby dance, kind of taking the guesswork out of everything, specifically for your body. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm seeing as far as how you'll be conceiving, and the guidance that is present for you. Now, we're just going to get these other guidance here to see what other messages Spirit has to say about your journey to baby this year. We'll end with your timing, or yeah, let's do spirit briefing messages and then end with your timing. Okay. So let's see what we have here. So the first one says personal riches. Small successes are likely now and bigger ones are on the way. Finances could improve dramatically, but avoid get rich schemes. Yeah, with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles, I was feeling that so much. I'm like, your money, there's something really big here about your money. Now, I also feel, especially talking about the fertility specialist, there could be a financial investment that is also made. Maybe you guys are making a decision to work with a specialist, but you have to pay out of pocket, or there's just a lot of expenses that you have to cover by doing so. And so that could definitely be Spirit saying, like, the obstacle in the past could have been like you felt like you didn't have enough, right? I'm hearing like King of Riches. So maybe you felt like, if I put my money towards this, then we're going to be missing out on this. We won't be able to take this vacation, or we may be late on a certain bill or responsibility. But it's like your mindset shifted, surrounding your money, or there was some sort of creation here where your money is growing this year. Okay, in 2025, you're gaining more money, and therefore you feel like wealthy. You feel secure in your finances. Therefore, you're like, okay, I can make this investment easily. Okay. We also have care required. It says, guard yourself against deception and be careful of making foolish mistakes at this time. Yeah. Self care, self love. Okay. Like, this is definitely a big message surrounding what is going to help you when it comes to getting pregnant. But also, I feel like with the guard yourself against deception, I was picking that up in the beginning of like maybe someone was trying to tell you. It says avoid get rich schemes, but this could also be get pregnant quickly schemes. Okay. Someone saying, oh, if you pay this money, you can get pregnant today, like, I can tell you right now, because the journey does not just include you and your partner, there's no one in this world who can tell you you're going to get pregnant today. Okay. Like that, just no one can guarantee that. I can't guarantee that. I can give you a prediction for when I believe you're going to get pregnant, when you're going to get your positive pregnancy test. And my prediction rate is pretty high. It's pretty up there. I'm very grateful for the gift that I have. But I would never say like I am guaranteeing that you're going to conceive today, because that's just not possible. Why? Because it's not just you and your partner that's making this decision. You also have, your spirit team that's in the mix, okay, that's making sure everything's in alignment, not only for you and your partner, but for your spirit baby. And then you got your spirit baby's contract, right? They have their soul contract. They have certain things they're meant to do in their lives. So they're meant to come in at specific times. It's a whole bunch of things that's going on, right? So be cautious of scammers, okay? People who it just sounds too good to be true, because this is definitely a journey that you and your partner are meant to feel very secure and stable in. Remember that, okay? And not like jittery, anxious, like, oh, I gotta hurry up and do this, like da 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 da. And I feel like that could have been the previous energy. Like, hurry up, get pregnant with me. Some of you guys may have had a TTC buddy you wanted to family member you want to be pregnant with, or there was just a lot of this pressure energy, whether it's from you or other people. But spirit is like, like this is meant to be something that's slow and steady, wins the race type of energy for you guys. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. So we have passion ignited. So I remember specifically asking spirit for this deck, like, how will you be getting pregnant? So it says, live with passion by stepping into what feeds your soul and gives you joy. When you choose to make room for this in your life, the universe responds by creating creation opportunities that support your soul's purpose and passion. So I am really picking up, you guys, if you chose this pile, you were destined to become a parent, or you're destined to have this child that you are trying to create at this time, or on the path to creating at this time. It is destined. It is already written in stone. It is happening. Okay. But you are really meant to be so in tune with your passionate energy, your creative side. When you're, getting ready to conceive this baby, like this is something that your baby thrives in. Okay. Your little one's soul and energy, they love to thrive in that fiery, passionate energy. I have more Leo energy here, with the Six of Wands coming up. Like that's more fiery, passionate energy. So definitely seeing that, that is something that your baby could even be a fire sign too. Your little one could be as well. You may conceive during that time frame, or your little one could be a fire sign. But passion, okay, live with passion, and that's going to really invite in the energy of creating your little one. Let's see what else we have here. So we have bravery. Ooh, what does this say? It says you're being asked to make a tough decision that you've been putting off because of fear, which is understandable. But you do have the strength and bravery to make this decision. And you will feel so much lighter when you do. Yes. Okay. This is that King of Swords energy. This is that working with a doctor or being monitored very closely, making the financial investment, whether it's in a device or a person, right? Or a specialty. This is what that is. Okay. You have been feeling like you should do this for some time, or you've been getting that, that feeling. And this is your confirmation that yes, you should do this. Yes, this is going to help you. Yes, this is going to take a lot of pressure off of you. You're actually going to have time to enjoy life, to actually like maybe travel, go back into your passion. What is it? Your hobbies. Okay. Like your mind can shift back into that energy, because you have this expert that is leading you, supporting you, guiding you in the way that you need most at this time. And therefore you get to take your mind off of like what do I need to do, right? Instead, you get to be like, okay, let me look at my little chart, my little list. Let me look and see what I'm supposed to be doing, right? And so that is going to really help you when it comes to conceiving your baby. We also have forgiveness. So this is a spirit baby message. It says, Mama, please release any past hurt or resentment and forgive yourself and others. This will free you from negative energy and open new doors. And there are those doors we were talking about, right? Like the stubbornness was there previously where we wanted doors to open, but there was past, for you guys, I feel like there may have been past pain, past resentment, right? Surrounding an action that you may have decided to take in your past, in your journey to baby. Maybe it didn't pan out, right? Or maybe you did something and the result that it ended with was something that was heartbreaking, disappointing, frustrating. And so you're like, I'm not doing that ever again, which explains the Two of Swords energy, right? The Two of Swords, typically she has two swords covering her heart space. She's afraid to like remove the swords because she's so overprotective of potentially being hurt again. And what your baby is asking you to do is forgive something from your past, whether this is a person. This could have been a past specialist. Okay, you guys, if you've been here, you know my story. Okay, I've worked with many doctors on my own journey to baby. I had some really, really bad ones and I've had some really amazing ones. But the really, really amazing ones came after the really, really bad ones. And if I let the really bad ones stop me from proceeding, I would have never met these amazing physicians that are a part of my team now. And so forgiveness is so it's scary, y'all. It's scary. It's not even just the energy of forgiving, but just the action that comes with that, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna step back out. I'm gonna reach back out. I'm gonna try this again. I'm gonna do this again. For some of you guys, this is forgiving yourself. Like you're so frustrated on the journey that you're on and you're mad at yourself. You're mad at your body. You're mad at maybe at your partner. And there's this like resentment that has built up that has created like an energetic block. And once again, like I said, your babies that are in pile number one, your little ones like to be in this free creative energy, right? Think of an artist who's like a painter, right? Like they're so free flowing and they just let the paintbrush just go with, the wind and do its thing. And there's a lot of times with art, there's no structure. There's just like, let's just paint, right? Let's just write. Let's just draw. Let's just whatever. Let's just sing and let my voice carry, right? The note, and like that's the energy that your baby gives. Like they love that energy. So when you're in that free feeling energy, they are so attracted to you and they love to be in your space, in your aura, and you're very magnetic to your little ones. So that I know can sound a little contradictory because I was saying work with a specialist, but it's through working with through professional that actually lets you let your guard down a bit and kind of be like, whew, I don't have to stress, am I missing this? Am I doing that? No, because you're being monitored, right? Because you're being given the exact details on what needs to be done and when, right? So that's what I'm seeing here. But that comes from forgiveness. That comes from you allowing yourself to, when we forgive people and we forgive situations, it's not for the other person, it's for ourselves. It's so that we can stop blocking ourselves, right? We can get out of our own way. I was feeling that earlier, like there's someone here who's in their own way. And once you forgive, right, I now release and let go any pain or past hurt and resentment that may have been done unto me or that I have may have done unto myself. I now release and let this go. I now forgive all who are involved. This will free you from the negative energy that this has been literally putting you in like a negative cocoon type of energy, okay? And open up these new doors. I love this for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some spirit baby messages. And then to end your reading, we're going to pull some timing cards. I hope you guys loved this reading. I hope it wasn't very long. Oh, wait, you know what? We're not going to use this deck. I split my deck into two. We're going to use this one because this one I think is the one. Is this the one? Oh, no. I had the right one. Okay, this one. This one here. I split it into two because I wanted to get more of the messages about like what could be blockages or, advice guidance versus like the cute little fluffy stuff today. So let's go ahead and see what we have coming in for you, pile number one, when it comes to your messages from your spirit baby. Take a deep breath for me in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. And I want you to visualize your baby. If you felt your spirit baby before, I want you to feel what it feels to have them in your presence. Okay, if you've seen them in your dream, I want you to see them again. Okay, and let's invite them into this space with you. So let's see what they have to say. So we have fun. There's that free flowing energy. Have fun and start a baby registry or wish list. Okay. So, baby's like, you don't have to start a baby registry yet, but maybe create a vision board, right? Create a vision board for me, for us. What is it that you want? I'm seeing someone like putting, what is the thing? Like a baby carrier, like the thing that you put like over your, like the wrap, like the baby wrap around the body, or you're walking around the house, like you're putting, I'm seeing like a green one, and so you may have one of those on your wish list. Like put that on your vision board, right? Take it, print it out from Amazon or wherever. Take the picture, screenshot it, put it on your vision board. Do a digital vision board on your phone, or print one out, have it in your room, on your wall, frame it, whatever the case is, right? Be creative. There's a creative energy right there. You see how quickly that came out? Wow. Um, Baby's like, I want you to have fun, mama. Okay. This is the freeing energy that we were talking about, something that has been creating a blockage or has been causing, we've been too serious, we've been too focused on, you know, when is baby going to get here versus the journey, which I know that's so cliche. I don't really like that saying myself, being on my own journey, but that's what I'm getting, you guys. I'm sorry. Okay, we have trust the thoughts that you have about making a health change. Okay, so there's something coming through about your health here as well. This could be working with a specialist, right? So maybe you've been thinking about working with an acupuncturist, a chiropractor, getting a fertility massage, working with a specialist of some sort, having some blood work done, whatever it is, changing your eating habits, working out, okay, whatever it may be. Trust those thoughts. Once again, your intuition is so on point right now. Okay, let's get two more. We have mommy, irregular cycles are a bit of a blockage in our path. So, for my goddesses who have irregular cycles or hormonal imbalances, that can be causing a blockage in your path. Also, I kind of feel here with the irregularity energy, this can also be like maybe you start a process and then you don't finish it. So maybe you like start looking for doctors or specialists, but you never pursue and go to your appointment, or you never schedule an appointment. So following all the way through is something that I feel is important here, and can help remove a blockage in your path and help you conceive this beautiful baby. Potentially twins. We have the same baby on these cards here. It could be two boys wanting to come through. Definitely strong masculine energy here. Let's get one more message for mama or papa here. Let's see here. From pile number one more message. What do you want your mama to know? Oh, I love when you and daddy show each other lots of love. Okay, so I'm also picking up too with the passion ignited desire. This is also giving me, or was giving me, and this is just confirming like making love. Okay, like just really making love with your partner, versus baby dancing, like really bringing in that energy. I feel like your little one wants you guys to have fun with each other. This doesn't just have to be through, sexuality. This can also be in other ways, like we talked about, like travel, right? And creative, like painting together, do like a paint and sit night together, like different things like that. But your little one loves when you guys are carefree, and this is when they want to come in. This is when they want to be conceived. This is when they want to enter your life, when there's a lot of carefree energy surrounding you guys. And so they know that life's, right? Life happens and things happen, and we can't be fully carefree, right? Sometimes, but not all the time, right? But I definitely, I definitely feel like your little one is like she or he wants you to just kind of throw your hands up, right? They want you to just throw your hands up and be like this little one here, like the relaxed energy. Okay. And we have mommy, please don't ignore the signs. Once again, they have been sending you so many signs, like I said, through your body. For sure, your body has been being used as a tool. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Okay. Be nice to daddy. Be nice to mama. Forgive daddy. Show each other lots of love. I'm hearing this is your partner, your current partner is my other parent. Okay, so if you're wondering that, I do see that. I did see divine counterpart too with the king and queen of pentacles. So that is like just complete confirmation there. Okay. Now, the part we've all been waiting for. Let's see what we have coming through as far as timing goes in 2025. When will you be conceiving this little person or these little persons? Let's see what we have here. Just right off top, like I'm seeing Leo, we have Libra energy, we have Taurus energy that's really standing out. We have Virgo energy. Okay, let's see what else we have coming through. So I have November as a significant month. So some of you guys may be conceiving or giving birth in November. If you were to conceive, I want to say in February, you may be due in November. Is that right? Yes. So if you conceive in February, you could be due in November. That would be Scorpio or Sagittarius season, which we do definitely have here. Okay, with the Sag energy. We have Scorpio, okay, October, November, strong October, November coming through when it comes to your, and we had October, I said October earlier, when it comes to baby's conception month or birth month. Okay, so if you're watching this, you could be due in October, November, or you could be conceiving around October, November. Let's get two more cards here. Okay. Let's see. And some of you guys could be having those twins in October, November. Okay, Scorpio season. Okay, or Libra season. We also have June for this pile, so you may be conceiving. I'm actually hearing May, June. It could be April, May, June, because I do see Taurus energy. Okay, April, May, June is possible as well. And let's get one more. This one here. We have August, okay? So April, May, June, and then we have August. So it could be July, August there. I know that's a big chunk with April. Look at that. I was going to say maybe I need to go the other way, but no, here we have April. So since this is a collective reading, this looks really weird to me. I feel like I need one more. I'm just going to put April here. I feel like I need one more. Since this is a collective reading, I wanted to pull multiple cards for you guys. So I also want to say, if you don't conceive, and say you don't conceive in March, and you aren't due in Scorpio season or February, March, will March be that time too? Let me see. No, March would be December. So, that's a maybe. But if you don't conceive in February and you're not doing Scorpio season, or January, because January, I think, was on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, it is January. So you could be watching this in the January, you could be conceiving in January and actually do in October, okay, or conceiving in February and do in November. If you're not, then April, May, June, July, August could be another like big chunk of time. So the summertime, where I'm at, summertime, could be very significant when it comes to the conception of your baby as well. Okay. Now, this could also be, let me see, does that align in any way? It does. So if you were to conceive in October or November at the end of the year, then you would actually be due around July, August. So June, July, August could also be your due date. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for pile number one. Definitely come back and let me know if this aligns with you. Once we have gone through 2025, okay, you guys have all the way to the end of the year for this to align with you. So I'm sending you so much love, light, and of course, baby dust. If it already sounds like your journey and it helped you in some way, please let me know down below as well. And if you made it all the way to this part right here, okay, I want you to put cherries in the comments. So cherry emojis, okay? Sending you so much love, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 2. If you chose this card right here, this is indeed your reading. This is your how and when will you conceive in 2025 fertility reading. One of many 2025 readings that I plan on completing over the first couple of months of the year. So let's dive in. Pile number 1 was, even though I already hand selected the cards, or not hand selected, but pre-shuffled the cards and have them out, pile number 1 was still pretty long. So get your tea, get whatever, get comfy, put on your little headphones, and let's dive in, because I have a lot of information to give to you about your journey to baby this year. Okay, so we're actually going to put this over here. because I have some pre-selected cards for you. Now, I wanted to, some other ones. I wanted to dive into like a 5 card tarot spread. So I wrote down the questions. So the first question is, um, let me see, what do you guys have? Pile 2. I think you have one all the way across. I think you do. I think you guys have 1 card all the way across, which is great. I made a little list because some piles were getting more than 1 card for each question. So for the first question, this card here is representing a previous obstacle you had to overcome in your journey to baby, one that was preventing you from being able to get pregnant, or something that you needed to like come to an aha moment. For you guys, I kind of feel like it may be an awakening type of energy that needed to be presented to you first before this little one could arrive. Okay. Question number 2, this card is representing something that will be supporting you this year in 2025 along your journey to baby. Okay. Question number 3, which is this card here, is representing the overall energy surrounding your journey to baby right now in this moment. Let me bring these down some because I can't go that far up over there. And then question number 4 is, are you currently aligned to conceiving in 2025? So right now, while you're watching this, are you currently aligned with conception? And then for question number 5, which should be your last card, which it is how? So how are you going to be conceiving? Will this be through medical intervention? Will this be through natural intervention? Will this be completely naturally, like spontaneous? Like what is the energy surrounding you getting pregnant this year? So let's dive in. I also have some pre-selected cards, but you guys did get an extra one of these little red cards. Okay, so these cards are representing like extra advice on how to get pregnant, on how you will be getting pregnant. So we'll put those here. Actually, I'm gonna put, you know what? Let's do this. These are also to support that question on how you'll be getting pregnant. And then we have this one. And then I'll put this one here. There we go. That works. Let me just check my camera. Make sure we're good on the mic. See? Yep, we're good. Okay, so let's dive in to your messages. So question 1, okay, so a previous obstacle you've had to overcome in order for you to get pregnant. Let's see what we have here. So the Strength card, wow. All right, so this is a major arcana card. So this was something that was really playing a role in your journey to baby. This is definitely an awakening for you. So I could have some Leos here, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Okay, that can be that this is your reading. You could also be conceiving in Leo season or giving birth to your baby in Leo season. That could also be for you. Doesn't have to be. But the awakening that I feel around this is, my goodness. I feel like you guys had to come to the realization of just how strong you truly are. And I know it's not fair that that is something that you've had to learn through. And I feel like through the things that you've endured, the experiences that you've had, but the experiences that you've had in your life, not just in your journey to baby, but just in your lifetime in general, were to actually show you your true inner strength. It was actually meant to show you just how powerful you truly are. I feel like I'm talking to some alchemists here. I feel like you are very much in control of your emotions, or your what is the word, spirit, very much in control of the energy that surrounds you. You can take other people's energy and you can transmute it and use it for yourself. And you can also take your own energy and use it for yourself. Okay. This card here, the Strength card, represents you being able to tame your inner emotions. As you can see, she is probably one of the only people who can control a lion like that, right? Like, but then lion is literally meant to represent her inner emotions, her lion within, right? And I feel like you were meant to experience or have some of the experiences that you've had, because there is a very big soul lesson that is surrounding like your what is this? I want to say like self-control, but it feels deeper than that too. There's a very big soul lesson. It's a part of your path that is surrounding you becoming familiar with who you truly are, um, the being that you are, the creative, the conduit, if you will. I hope this is making sense. Okay. And how things are not happening to you, they're happening for you, but they're happening for you because of you. Like they're happening for you through your own exertion, through your own output of energy, through your own um, yeah, like you're creating your life. And so I feel like that was an awakening. That was something that you needed to become awakened to before this little one could be conceived, or before there was a major change, a major shift that was meant to happen in your journey to baby. For some of you guys, this was like confirmation that you just heard right now, because you have just recently started to come into this realization, like, wait a minute, everything that is happening around me, I'm actually in control of to some degree, right? Like I have a say in the things that are happening around me, from the people who are in my environment to the places that I'm spending my time and my energy. Like you are coming into this realization of just how powerful you are, and just how of a creative being you are, how you are truly in control of creating your own reality. And some of you guys had no idea you were allowing things to happen, quote unquote, to you, but not understanding that a lot of times your reactions, through your emotions, the things that you were doing, saying, the people you were, entertaining, through conversations and through, get backs and, like talking back and giving them your time, peace, and energy, like you didn't understand that that was actually just reflecting back into your reality, right? The more that you gave them time, the more you gave them energy, the more that you entertain certain situations, the more that that just reflects back into your space, back into your reality. So the way that you overcome and conquer the obstacle of trying to get pregnant or creation in general is by embodying the energy of creation and only giving your time and energy to things that bring creative things into your life, things that are of your liking, if you will. Okay. Things that are of your liking. So I hope that makes sense. Because at one point I feel like I was getting tongue tied by my own channeling, but um, it's like you're an alchemist. Okay. You're an alchemist. And Spirit is saying that you have more say in your journey to baby than you realized. Um, you now realize that. Okay. You do. You understand that. Some of you guys have to be silent. I felt like I needed to like cover my mouth. Like I needed to like put my finger over my lips. And I feel like that was a sign for me to like slow down as well and shh, right? But there's power in silence for you. Um, some of you guys may be naturally like loud and you like to, be the life of the party, or you have a lot of friends, you're very friendly, you talk to a lot of people. But Spirit is saying like there's power in silence, and that's something that you have to learn as well. The more you keep it to yourself, the more it gets to like, bubble up and do its thing, right? It becomes stronger and stronger and stronger, and it's more aligned into your energy. Therefore, it it um it overshadows everything else, right? Things that do not align with your energy, things you do not want. It will overshadow what those things, and therefore, in your space, in your environment, you will have what it is that you desire. This is a very powerful energy, you guys. Very powerful. Um, so you have to realize who you are. Why? I feel like a lot of you guys that I'm speaking to, your children are this way as well. Your children are this way as well. And they needed you to understand your own potential, your own power, your own creative ability in this way. Um, and stop allowing others to control you. It's hard when you're on a journey to baby and so much feels out of your control. So much feels like, when you do everything that you can each month to get pregnant and then you don't get pregnant, it just feels like such a hopeless situation. And a lot of times your emotions roar out because of that, right? Like you have all these emotions that pour out of your body, because you're reacting to the negative test, right? You're reacting to getting your cycle, or your cycle being late, but you're still not pregnant. You're reacting, right? And that needed to be tamed, right? Like the energy, right? We needed to stop reacting to the outcome each month and instead go within and allow um, your inner goddess to pour out and be herself, right? Her creative being, and to continue working on creating what you know is already yours, which is your baby, right? So it's like, oh, well, my cycle started, I'm not pregnant, but I'm still going to continue on this creation journey of creating my baby, right? I'm still preparing for her or his arrival because I know that this is a desire of mine, therefore it is already mine. And that is the type of confidence that you're meant to have. And that is what we needed to overcome, the fear behind I might not receive my desire, right? The fear that, oh my gosh, I'm doing everything that I can, but I'm still not pregnant. Like that was something that really needed to be overcome. Wow, that was a lot. Okay, y'all, let's go to question 2. Something that will be supporting your journey this year. Okay, and I thought because you guys had, I just heard less is more. Okay, less is more. The less you say, the more. The less you say, the bigger the energy. Okay, you understand that? So I thought because you guys only have one card per thing, I'm like, yes, this is going to be quick, easy, breezy, and this is like, this energy is actually bigger than the 2 cards that came out in the last pile. You have the High Priestess, another major arcana, another very powerful major arcana. Okay, so this card is representing something that will be supporting your journey this year. So whatever was hidden from you previously in your previous years of trying to conceive, months of trying to conceive, weeks of trying to conceive, it has been revealed, or it will be revealed very, very soon. Why? Because you know who you are. You understand that you are the High Priestess. You understand your ranking, is what I'm hearing. I'm something about the ethers. Okay, I'm something about like your control of your physical reality. You like to mix, or you are able to mix a 5D with a 3D. You're able to mix the rules and laws. I'm hearing rules and laws don't apply to you very much. Okay. There's something about you being able to go into the 5D space and pull whatever it is that you're creating there back and bring it back into your 3D. So you actually have it in your material world. And so whatever was veiled, whatever was hidden from you prior, you're tapping into that energy. So in 2025, by you going through this awakening, some of you guys is a Kundalini awakening. By you going through this awakening this year, it is going to support you in getting pregnant. Okay, you're awakening to who you truly are and what you're truly destined to become. Some of you guys were also meant to have a very strong spiritual awakening through your journey to baby. Like you were meant to ascend and ascend and ascend again through your journey to baby. And I feel like, ascension never ends, but I feel like there's a rank that you're meant to hit, understanding that you're meant to have before this baby is conceived or born and brought into this world. Because I feel like a lot of you guys are also giving birth to other high priestesses. I feel like there are very strong girl energy here. So you could be giving birth to a very strong girl in your lineage who is going to carry on your legacy, is what I'm hearing. And there were certain things that you needed to hit, especially with these stairs here. There's certain things that you were spiritual levels and understanding that you were meant to reach before you brought this little one into your world, because she's just going to continue where you quote unquote left off, even though it's not technically a left off type of energy. But as you become an elder, as you become a crone, right? Is it crone? I believe it's crone. I should know this as a goddess. Yes, yes, yes. As you become a crone, I feel like, or step into that space, as you step into that age, that I don't even want to say age, that energy. As she's a maiden, okay, like there are certain things that she is picking up, she's continuing on. So if this is your pal, you understand. Okay, like that's all I gotta say. You understand. You get it. You understand. You know exactly what I'm saying. So by you being in your high priestess energy this year, that is going to help you. I just literally heard alchemize this baby into being. The 3D doesn't matter for you. Okay. So stop focusing so much on the 3D and what's not working, what the doctor said, why this, why that doesn't matter. This is so much more spiritual for you than anything else. I literally just saw a baby being made out of stardust. Okay. So take that message as you like, okay, for you, what you believe. But this is like, to me, like, a little one being created specifically and especially for you and being placed in your womb with no other intervention. You know what I mean? Like no other this could be a spontaneous pregnancy. The high priestess could also represent a pregnancy that comes, is hidden for a while. You have no idea you're pregnant, right? This is something that doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense in the 3D. Maybe you've been struggling for a long time and then all of a sudden, boop, you get pregnant really easily, or you were told you have to do IVF or IUI or whatever, and then you get pregnant naturally. You find out you're pregnant when you're like 3 to 6 months along and you're like, what in the world? Like there's some sort of like magical aspect to your pregnancy. Okay. Now, as far as the overall energy that's surrounding you right now, let's see, are you in this energy right now? Yes. Yes. Okay. With the Nine of Pentacles? Yes. So the Nine of Pentacles is actually pre-Empress energy. So some of you guys could actually be pregnant at this time, are finding out that you're pregnant soon, but you are on this path to pregnancy. You are in your goddess era, okay, with the Nine of Pentacles. She is someone who is very much so independent. She is very content, more than content. She's abundant and she's grateful for what she has. Okay, she has worked hard for what she has. She's very materially set up. Okay, she's really in tune with her health, really in tune with her finances, her career, with whom she is as a person, as a goddess. And so I definitely feel like you are in alignment um, with pregnancy, okay, with this overall energy that is surrounding you. Did I say, are you aligned to conceive? Because this is this card here, but I definitely, this is the energy that's surrounding you right now. So this very strong independent energy, very strong, like I'm feeling like Snow White energy, okay, like in tune with nature, in tune with the birds, in tune with all the animals. That's the vibe that I'm getting here. Now, I just saw the witch, okay, who was like depicted as like evil, right, in the movie Snow White, and she had the apple. She was envious of Snow White, I believe, of her beauty, if I'm not mistaken. And so she gave her like the poison apple. She told her to bite it or something. I can't remember the full thing, but I think that's what Snow White was with the apple. But that's what I'm seeing. So even if that's not the storyline with Snow White, that's what I'm seeing. So temptation. Okay. So you guys be cautious of temptation this year. I definitely feel like, you are on a path to success here in many areas in your life because you are actually realizing who you are and you're stepping in. And if you've realized that who you are before, you were afraid. There was something about like your wavering faith or wavering bravery, confidence. It wasn't all the way there yet. Solar plexus needed to be, worked on a bit, balanced out. But this year is different. We're not afraid anymore. Okay, so there's definitely this energy of people who could be around you, who could be envious. They may be saying, oh my gosh, look at her hair, look at her body, look at her this. Oh my gosh, she's pregnant. Oh my gosh, her dude is like drooling all over her. Like, like there's something that other people could be looking at and being like, I don't know if I really like that for her because I want it. And there's that envy there. Some people could not even realize they're being envious and they're sending daggers, right? They're sending these daggers. And so I definitely feel here that protecting yourself, protection, get you, some evil eye energy around you. Make sure that you are doing your protection rituals. I'm definitely talking to alchemists here, so you know what I'm talking about. Whatever protection ritual works for you. If you don't know of any, they're all over the place. Like you can look on Pinterest, you can look on YouTube, you can go on Instagram. They're everywhere. Okay. You can tune into your own intuition. Your higher self will let you know what ritual is best for you as well. But this is the energy that is surrounding you at this time, pre-Empress energy. So I feel like pregnancy is near. Now, are you aligned to conceiving in 2025 as of right now? Let's see here. We have the Four of Swords. This is a card that I saw and I was like, are they? Because this is a maybe. This is a maybe. I'm going to pull another card for this because I want to know if this was the only one that I saw from your deck or from your cards. And I think it may have a Nine of Pentacles too, but I saw that, remember the Four of Swords, it flipped over and I was like, how would I read that? So let's clarify. So are they aligned to conceiving in 2025 right now? Everything wants to, I feel like everything in me is like, yes. I feel like there's no worries. Okay, with the Four of Swords, I'm hearing it means no worries. Somebody here could love Disney. Okay, you could love Disney. But I'm really picking up like there's this energy of like I'm chilling, like I'm not worried about what's to come. If it happens, it happens. Okay, yeah, we have the Seven of Cups clarifying this, which is another maybe energy, which is, and the Seven of Cups is like I have options, right? So it can literally go either way, and it could be based on your action, right? The Four of Swords is meditation, relaxation. I have an idea, but maybe I haven't pursued it yet. Okay. I'm kind of sitting on things. I'm kind of like trying to make a decision right now. I have a lot of different offers. I have a lot of different ways I could take this, right? So, it's a maybe. It's a maybe. It's not a no, but it's a maybe. Okay. So let's see what the last one is here, which is representing how you'll be conceiving this little one, whether it'll be natural, through medical intervention, through natural intervention. Okay, what do we have here? So we have the magician. All right, I'm done. We literally have the magician, y'all. I told you I saw this baby being made out of stardust. Okay, like the alchemist. You are the alchemist. We have the strength card, the high priestess, and the magician. Three major arcana cards. Y'all. Y'all. Out of five. Y'all. Okay. This baby's gonna be made magically. I mean, that's the best that I have for you right now. Like, I feel like every single resource that you need to conceive this baby is just gonna magically appear without effort with the Four of Swords. Okay, and the Seven of Cups is usually there's seven different cups and they all have different, on the traditional cards, they all have different things in them, and everything is not the best for you, but some may be, right? Some may take you along your path and get you to where you need to be, to your Nine of Cups, which is your wish fulfillment. But it does represent temptation. It does, which is crazy because I was seeing the temptation with the apple, right? So you may be tempted with the Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups energy. There may be some temptation that comes your way, a get pregnant quick thing, or something that tries to bring temper. I'm hearing something that messes with your temperament, that tries to get you out of this relaxed state, that tries to bring in fear and worry, right? That tries to make your faith waver once again. And I'm hearing don't fall for it because you already know how your story ends. You already know, you've already seen it. A lot of you guys are dreamers. You've connected with this baby in your dreams. You've already seen it. You know how your story ends. With the magician energy, like this baby's coming through. Like literally, look at this. I told you guys, it's like, look at her palms, like literally, like you take oh my gosh, is that a snake? I have never seen that. There's a snake right there. You guys, I've never seen that snake in this card. And to be talking about like the temptation energy and the witch with the apple and stuff. Yeah, like this, whoever this is or whatever this is, they've been blended in very well in your life. Make sure somebody needs to wear a big crystal. You may have a big crystal necklace like that. put that sucker on. You hear me? Put it on. Put it around your neck. I don't care if it don't go with your outfit. Put it on. Put it on. Some of you guys need to wear tourmaline. Okay, tourmaline, obsidian. I'm really picking up tourmaline though. Like I got chills in my body when I said tourmaline. Obsidian too is a really great protection stone, but a protection stone. Something. What is that? Is that's not malachite? I'm seeing this green, like green and black stone. It's not malachite though. It's like a what is that other one that's like is it moldavite? Moldavite? I can't remember if that one's green and black, but there's a very powerful crystal, very powerful stone that you may have that's green and black. You may want to work with that. Okay, but y'all, this snake has been blending in. I have never seen this snake on this card. Y'all, I've always seen the butterflies and all the beauty and all the, I've never seen the crystal either, but I've seen her hands and I've seen how she like connects to the trees and she's like being an alchemist and she's absorbing the energy. She's also giving the energy and she's creating her reality, right? And this is you. She's creating her reality. She's taking the energy from the 5D, everything that's in her mind, what she wants, and she's literally putting it and building it in her reality. And this snake is blending in with the trees and everything, the grass and everything else, and it's like snake in the grass. Okay, so someone or something in your energy or around you has been trying to avoid you from being able to see who you truly are. I can't help but notice how she has the infinity sign on her third eye there, and then this her third eye is also um highlighted here on the high priestess card. And so, I mean, someone has been trying to hide this from you. I don't know. Like, this is what I mean by your little one's arrival was very much so determined on your ascension, your spiritual ascension. So, for a lot of you guys, divine timing has been playing a really big role in your journey to baby. And it hasn't been like much else. Okay. Like, unexplained infertility may have been given to you as a diagnosis because they cannot find a reason for you to, not being getting pregnant. And it feels like there's a lot of 5D spirituality type of energetic things that have been going on surrounding your baby's arrival. Okay. Let's look at these other messages here, you guys. So now that we've dived into that, and literally, I'm sorry, I feel like with the magician, it can be a mix of different things. If I'm being more practical with your message, it can be a mix of different resources that help you conceive. So this could literally be working with. You may be getting a fertility massage, like a womb massage. You may also be going to see a chiropractor, and you may also be working with a reproductive endocrinologist. So you could be drinking teas. It just feels like there's a mix of things, and it's like a cocktail, a fertility cocktail that's just like bloop, baby. It could also be that you're not doing anything. Like that's literally the energy here. Okay. Um, but whatever it is that you need with the Seven of Cups, like I was saying earlier, and the resources, the magician, it'll be present. It'll be present for you. Okay, let's get these last few messages here. We'll dive into some spirit baby guidance about other blockages that could be present in your journey to baby, other things you may need to pay attention to. And then we will end with your timing message. Okay, so surrounding the months, because I'm going to pull multiple cards surrounding conception or birth for you in 2025. So we have your first message says commitment. Okay, a commitment is indicated around love or business. It will make you feel better. Okay, so stay committed. I feel like a big part of you getting pregnant this year is how committed you are to your journey, or just how committed you are to love. A love of self feels really big, but this is also in regards to your relationship. Some of you guys could be and there's a lot of independent energy here, so some of you guys could also be single by choice. Okay, but there's also this very strong energy here of I'm hearing the song Love Takes Time. Okay, so like I just heard the song Love Takes Time by Mariah Carey. I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what the lyrics are, and that's what I'm hearing. I'm not gonna dare try to sing that, y'all, but definitely seeing here, like, if there's no rush, but also like there's this message here of how committed are you to this journey, this spiritual journey, right? To this awakening, to this journey of love. We also have opportunities. An important offer will be made. Be prepared and dress to impress. Ooh, I love it. Some of you guys could also be very much oh, I just heard with the temptation energy, this could also be um ah this could be why we're like the wavering energy here. Like maybe you're on the path to conception for this year, as of right now, because there could also be some other form of commitment or opportunity that snags your attention. Okay. Not saying that you won't get pregnant spontaneous because we already saw that that's a possibility. But there is like you could be focusing on your career or building wealth or building your finances in some way, your stability, your foundation in some way, not even thinking about getting pregnant, and then boom, it's like your baby's like, oh, I'm here, right? I'm in your womb. But there could definitely be another opportunity coming your way when you do get pregnant. Could be a love offer or something that you just love. Like you're like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting for this for so long, right? With the Seven of Cups, there could be some multiple offers given to you. Could also be that this is like a career opportunity, right? This could be that temptation or the distraction energy as well. But remember, there is this underlying feeling of deception or something not being real or someone having, ill intention. So please, please, please tune into who you are, and listen to your gut feeling. We have friendship, y'all. And I just was talking about the snake. It says, a friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. No. Sorry, friend. I'm just kidding. You could be helping a friend around the time of you conceiving, but honestly, I feel like it's a big no. There's something about the snake, this friend, they may have ill intention, whatever energy. It could be like you helping them. Like, how committed are you to yourself right now, right? You helping them, are you, taking away from you and the relaxation energy you have here? It's like they may need a lot. They may need you to really like give to them, and that may take from you, is what I feel. Okay. And not to say that you don't have enough, but maybe you don't. Maybe you need to take some time to fill up your own cup first before, so that you can see right with your third eye and not your physical eyes. So you can see clearly, feel clearly, and have more than enough to give. So how committed are you to yourself, to this spiritual ascension journey here, right? Because I'm hearing something about your guard being down, or if you are not spiritually, what is this called, spirit? Not protected, but if your veil, right, your spiritual veil is kind of thin, people can, spirits and energy can easily penetrate that. And then that ends up causing distractions and taking you off your path and like all that stuff, right? And this could be through the help of a friend, or like a friend needing help, not at the help of a friend, but a friend needing your help, right? And that may pull from you. That may pull from you. This person could also be trying to get pregnant, like, and it just feels like there's a lot of like iffy alchemizing energy here. Okay, so this other person could also be an alchemist too. So there's just like, be cautious about this, okay? Be cautious about this, because there are going to be times, I feel like this could even be family, where it's like you're being tested, like, how are you going to put yourself, on the back burner again? Are you going to react to what it is that this person needs from you, or are you going to really give to yourself in the way that you need right now in this year? Okay. Especially around Pisces season. Okay, or especially around Pisces season. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have communication. It says, Mama, it's time to communicate openly and honestly with those around you. This will strengthen your relationships and bring you closer to your dreams. So interesting how I felt like I didn't have room over here, so I put friendship over here, and it just aligns perfectly with communication. Okay, so there may be a need for you to set certain boundaries, is what I feel here with this communication. Be open and honest with those around you. Maybe, pull yourself away from, or not even pull yourself away from, just be honest, like, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I cannot give that today. I'll have to let you know the answer is no. No is a complete sentence. Like, stepping into this power is going to give you the confidence to really do what you need for yourself, And I feel like that is something that your baby was also waiting for you to step into and really understand and really love on yourself in the way that you needed to before their arrival as well. Okay. And I feel like a big part of this happens through you communicating with others, through you being your most authentic self when it comes to your expression. Um, mm, all right, let's see what else we have here. So we have receive. You're being asked to be open to receiving universal gifts. These could come in the form of love, money, compliments, healing energy, and universal wisdom. Know that you're worthy of these gifts and open up to them. Okay. Yes, this is a time for you to receive. Like that's why I was feeling with this, like this, a friend needs your help, your kindness and excellent counseling skills. It just feels so draining to me reading that. And that'll put them back on track, but it feels like that takes from you in some way. So just be mindful, you know what I mean? Maybe you can just give a bit and not all, like that's kind of what it feels like because you're in your receiving season. This is your harvest season with the Nine of Pentacles. Okay. So be open and receptive to receiving. Of course, you can't just like say, gimme, gimme, gimme. You also, it's a cycle. It's something where you give as well. But I definitely see here that you can give too much because you are a giver. Okay. And I feel like that was part of the issue in the past, the obstacle. We were giving from an empty cup and therefore we were neglecting ourselves. And this is 2025 is your you era, okay? Where we're given to self. We are unbothered, right? We have multiple gifts coming in. We're only receiving what is aligned with us. We're tuning into our intuition first and foremost before anything else, and we're in a harvest season. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing with that. And then the last message we have is decision in fear, control. So this is what I feel like there may have been, like this could have been the past energy I was feeling with the strength card, right? There may have been like a lot of fear surrounding the decisions that you make in your journey to baby or you were making. Like, what if I make this decision and then I don't get pregnant? Or what if I do this and this ends in another negative test, right? So there was a lot of fear, right? A lot of like loss of faith, wavering faith. And so let's see what this says here. It says, some decisions and choices that you have made are based on fear and not heart centered knowledge. Fear is your ego wanting control. Take a step back and make a responsive choice rather than a reactive one. Bam, done. There we go. Then you're able to see the truth of the best choice with a calm and centered manner. Yeah, something is very deceptive, or could be very deceptive this year when it comes to your journey to baby. Okay. I'm hearing something about like if you feel like you're giving more than you are receiving, then really take a step back and be like, okay, is this worth the investment of my time, my energy, my money, whatever it is? Because I feel like you are willing to give from a space of fulfillment. Like you feel fulfilled, you feel like you have overflow. So you're like, let me give my time, let me give my energy, let me give my money, right, to help support my desires, my manifestations, whatever it is, right? The alchemists here, they realize that they have resources around them to help them achieve their desires, and they're not afraid to step and say, hey, I'm ready to utilize this resource because I know that it's going to help me with my desire. Therefore, you are very giving. Therefore, you are very much so willing to give what you need in order to receive and build your life. But when you are making a decision out of fear with the Seven of Cups energy, like I said, everything is not for you, right? We have that poisonous apple that may look nice and shiny and red and juicy, right? But it's not going to taste that way. It's going to taste bitter and stale and nasty, and then you're going to be gone, right? And you're out of here. So it's really like you have to be in this high priestess energy here, and make decisions based on, I already have everything that I need. And this is when your life just falls into place. And I know this sounds very woo woo. It sounds very like crazy, magical, but this is what I'm feeling for you guys. And if you guys have made it to this part of your reading, put a butterfly in the comment section, okay? Because I know this has been long, but like I said, there's been a lot that needed to come through in these 2025 readings because it's kind of like an overview of what's going on this year in your journey to baby. and like almost like for you guys kind of like a warning, we can go either way this year. I do feel a lot of fertile energy around you at this time. Like I said, you're in the pre-empress energy, but there may be other things that you're wanting to pursue first or you're needing to pursue first. But remember that when you do have these decisions to make them out of the fullness, like abundance, like I am abundant. I have more than enough. I have everything that I need. This is going to help you make the best choice for yourself with, like it says, a calm and centered manner, right? Like the strength energy, like we talked about there. Okay. Anything else, Spirit? I think that's it in regards to this. So let's finish your reading with some messages from the spirit babies. Okay, I want to call in your spirit baby specifically. So do me a favor and take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Perfect. And I want you to connect with your spirit baby by visualizing them. Maybe they have visited you in your dreams or in your daydream, or you just seen them. A lot of you guys have seen these little ones. You know what they look like. You know they're gonna look like you or your partner, or you just know what they're gonna look like. You have no idea why. Maybe you have felt their presence before in a spirit baby reading, or just around you. Maybe they've made the lights flicker and you felt what it felt like to have them in your space. So connect with them and invite them into these messages, okay? Let's see what we have here. For pile number 2, I just realized we have a 2 energy there, okay? But let's see what we have coming through. For pile number 2, we have, you keep asking for help, but when help comes, you push it away. Please be open to receive. Okay, so baby is sending you some help. Please be open to receiving the help you need in order to support your desires. Okay, these are the resources that we were talking about with the magician. We also have, I love when you and daddy show each other lots of love. Okay, so I am seeing here that this baby is going to be made out of love. Okay, maybe some love and a little bit of science. Who knows? Okay, I feel like there's multiple resources you may use to conceive this little one. Let's see what else we have here. They're having me go back to this one that says commitment. So there could be a higher level of commitment in your relationship as well around the time of conceiving this little one. So maybe you're going from like, just hanging out to actually, boyfriend and girlfriend, or you're going from, boyfriend and girlfriend to engaged or engaged to married. There could be something like that going on. Okay. We also have mommy. There are physical blockages that are hindering our path and causing delays. Ooh, I want to pull on that and see what that is, what that may be, because I don't see anything physical here. I'm like scanning the cards to see. It could be this person. It could be physically a person that we need to detach from, but everything else is like energetic here. Okay. Ooh, look at that. There is a past connection that needs to be released before I can come. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, this is a person and you've been resisting like letting this person go or disconnecting from this. Are you like, you want to tell them everything because they're like your best friend, or you guys are TTC buddies or something like that? But they could be family and you don't have to let them see. Look, I'm like, you don't have to let them go, but you do what you feel like you need to do. Okay. You may need to have a new perspective of this connection that you guys have. Okay. How have they been treating you? When you need them, like, are they right there by your side? Like you're right there by their side. Like I said, when I read this message here about friendship, about helping them, I just felt so drained. I'm like, no, that's not an energy that your baby wants to come into. So, but there's something about, there has been some resistance surrounding that releasing that connection, or maybe finally expressing yourself to this person. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. We have mommy, you know how much I love the rainbow. Eat the rainbow. So a balanced meal. Okay. This could also be the physical blockage where there may be like when it comes to eating, there could be something going on with your body, your health in terms of like your, maybe you're snacking. Okay. On like little snacks that are not the healthiest. So baby's like, eat the rainbow, have a little bit of everything, okay? A little bit of everything. That does not mean like different colored candy. Because I totally just thought about different color candy. But that does not mean that, okay? So I love this. I love this message, okay? Stop resisting, stop fighting it, okay? If you've been talking about like releasing and letting go, you know, a person, a connection, an ex person, okay, that maybe they're just kind of lingering, or the food aspect that's lingering, time to let it go. Okay, don't resist it. All right, guys, let's get your last few messages. This is going to be surrounding the timing. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have Gemini energy, we have Virgo energy, we have Scorpio energy, we have Leo energy, we have Pisces energy. Who else? And we have Libra energy. So let's go ahead and see what time. So those can be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign, by the way. Okay, I know I just went through them, but those can be your sun, moon, rising, or Venus. If you heard it, could be confirmation this is your message, but also could be a time frame that we get when it comes to conception or birth of your baby. So let's get a few, since I have collected for pile number 2, Spirit. Let's see what we have here. We have Libra season. Okay, so some of you guys will be conceiving or giving birth to your babies in Libra season. That's September, October. Okay, we also have November, December on the bottom of the deck. So Sagittarius season could be significant too. Just gonna leave it there because we are going to pull here. We also have the month of May. Okay, so May could be significant to your baby's conception or birth month. I'm just feeling just May. I'm just feeling May energy. Okay, let's see what else we have here coming through for pile number 2. What month will they be conceiving or giving birth to? Pile number 2, Spirit. Thank you. We have December. So we did have that November, December Sagittarius energy. So that's coming out again. Okay. We do have April on the bottom of the deck. So maybe April, May. Okay. Let's see what we have here. Let's get another card. Let's get 2 more. We have Virgo season. Okay. So I was seeing Virgo season energy or Virgo energy here. So you could be conceiving or giving birth to your baby in Virgo season. That's August, September. Okay, and let's get 1 more for pile number 2, Spirit. Oh, this one here. We have Pisces season. Okay, so I see quite a few months here for you guys, which makes sense because I am picking up that, you know, there could be, I mean, literally we have the maybe energy, right? So it could be any time of the year where you conceive this baby in 2025, or when your baby's due date is based on your conception date in 2025. We have April on the bottom of the deck. So I'm definitely going to say April, May, okay, because I've seen April a few times. So we have September, October. That's Libra season. We have April, May, which is Taurus season. We have November, December, which is Sagittarius season. We have Virgo season, which is August, September. And we have Pisces season, which is February, March. Definitely very, very, very strong Virgo season since it's here. August actually shows up a few times with Leo and Virgo. Okay, and then Virgo again. So definitely strong Virgo energy here. So that is a very strong month of conception or birth for you guys. And we also have Pisces here, which is also present more than once. So I am definitely seeing Pisces energy, okay, with the February, March. And then we also have, what else? Libra. I was picking up on Libra season before as well. So that is also a very strong month for conception or birth. Okay, so those 3 I'm really seeing as possible conception or birth for you guys. So anyways, that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Thank you so much for being here, for sticking it all the way through to the end. Don't forget to put a butterfly in the comments, okay, if you made it all the way to the end. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and join the family by hitting the subscribe button. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm sending you so much baby dust for 2025. Hello, beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 3. Welcome to your how and when will you conceive in 2025 pick a card. Now, this reading has been quite detailed, if you will. We're going to start off with some tarot cards, and then we're going to go into some pre-selected or pre-shuffled oracle cards, and then we'll end with a little more shuffling. Okay, for those of you guys who enjoy live shuffling, welcome to your reading. I'm already kind of picking up that those of you guys who may have chosen this pile, you may have been seeing a lot of angel numbers recently, or 2025 is going to be a very big year where you receive communication through spiritual signs, um, angel numbers. I'm seeing feathers, butterflies, birds. Okay, birds chirping, synchronicities. Okay, I'm seeing synchronicities. These things are happening more than once, more than twice. They're happening throughout the year of 2025, especially leading up to your pregnancy. Okay, so some of you guys, it has already started for you, right? When you're watching this, it's already been going. Okay, whether it's only a few days into the year or you're watching this later on in the year, or it's been a few months into the year, it's already happening. Okay, some of you guys could be seeing angel number 333 or variations of 3. So 333, 33, 313. That can be something that you see. Some of you guys, you're even seeing 1212, okay, or 1221. Um, Anything else? Yeah. So those are I think those are the variations of 3. But those of you guys who are seeing that, that can be confirmation that this is your pile. But if you're not, no worries. This is a collective reading, meaning everything is not going to resonate with you. So please just take what resonates and leave the rest for the rest of the collective. All right. So like I said, I already have some pre-selected cards. So I'm just going to go ahead and lay them out here for you guys. And we're going to dive into your tarot cards first. Now, I made a little list because I do have specific questions that I asked the divine about when I was shuffling the tarot cards, and picking, letting them fall out, and picking the ones that I felt like were aligned with your reading. So there's 5 different questions. So the first question is, or the first card is representing a previous obstacle that you may have had to overcome in your journey to baby. And you guys are pile number 3. So I believe you guys have 1 card all the way through. You do. So you should have 5 cards here. So this is for question number 1. For question number 2, this card is representing something that will be supporting you in 2025 along your journey to baby. Question number 3 is the overall energy surrounding you at this time. So right now, while you're watching this, the overall energy that is surrounding your journey to baby. Question number 4 is, are you currently aligned to conceive in 2025 as of right now? And then question number 5 is how. So how will you be conceiving? Will this be through medical intervention? Will this be naturally through natural intervention? Like what's going on here? So we're going to dive into all of your cards in just a second. I just want to lay out the rest that I have already pre-shuffled. So we have 2 of these cards here. I think you guys have everything, like, yeah, you do. 1 of these cards and then 1 of these cards. So I think you guys are the only pile that had like the expected amount of cards, like the amount of cards that I expected to have as I was shuffling, which is like saying a lot. So what I feel here is that the message that is, sorry if you can hear those cards in the background. I'm literally inside my home, so they're super loud outside. But the message that I'm getting from you guys just having like the perfect, quote unquote, perfect amount of cards, if you will, is that there is definitely, I don't even know if that's a car, you guys. It just keeps going around and around. So I don't know what that is. It is literally nighttime. So there shouldn't be anything, maybe a motorcycle, maybe, or moped. I don't know. But that's weird. Distractions are coming through. But yeah, distractions. Okay, Spirit, I hear you. So if you've been here before, you know I take everything as a sign, everything as a message. So what I was saying was that you guys have the perfect amount of cards. Like I expected 1 card per, question. I expected 2 of these, 1 and 1 and 1. And you guys, that's what you guys have. I don't think any other pile have that exact amount of cards. Even pile 2 had 1 1 1 1 across the top here, but they had like 3 of these, I think. So they had an extra 1 of these. So like you guys there's something about expectations, things happening. Excuse me. Let me drink something. Things happening. Oh, my throat chakra. Okay, so your throat chakra. Yeah. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm getting it. I'm getting it, Spirit. I'm getting it. You don't have to choke me anymore. Things are happening in the way that maybe not that you expect. For some of you guys, I'm kind of getting a mixed message. So for some of you guys, things are going to be happening in the way that you expect. The way that you plan, the way that you assume, the way that you expect is the way that things are going to come to you, the way that things are going to happen in your journey to baby. It's almost like you have this very strong intuitive feeling, intuitive knowing, or inner knowing that this is what's going to happen in your journey to baby. You may already feel like, yep, this is the year that I get pregnant, or you may even feel the month, you're like, yep, I'm going to get pregnant this month. And you're going to be receiving spiritual signs along the way to confirm that, like angel numbers, feathers, etc. Right? The other message that I'm getting is that even though things may not go as perfectly planned, they may not be perfectly planned. I'm hearing everything doesn't have to be perfect, but it is going to be um, in alignment. Like it'll happen. I saw angel number 222, and I feel like that number, coming through is representing like things are going to align in the way that they are meant to, even if it's not quote unquote perfectly how you planned it out to be. Okay. But there are going to be some distractions, and I feel like these distractions are surrounding your form of expression. Okay. Your throat chakra. So expressing yourself, communication, there may be some blockages there. I can't wait to see if the first card, which is a previous obstacle you've had to overcome, is actually like a sword energy. I'm actually going to flip that over right now because I want to see if it's a sword energy, because that would confirm like this like communication energy that I was feeling that could be like a blockage or causing a distraction of some sort. But let's see what we have here. So for pile number 3, 3 of Swords. Okay, yes, 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 yes. Okay, I have not seen these cards, you guys. So I just felt like there was something about like your voice being not heard, you not being heard, you not being you being misunderstood. I'm hearing the song Unappreciated by, I think the singing group was Cherish, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm hearing that song, so you may have felt in the past very unappreciated or just not heard by those that should listen, whether this is like a family member, friends, peers, community, doctors, whomever this may be. You may feel like also that there is just miscommunication within your journey to baby. But also I feel with the 3 of Swords also has a meaning of, especially with the heart being present, it represents like past pain, past heartache, past frustration. So there was definitely something here where I feel like um your obstacle that needed to be overcome is definitely surrounding healing. And it's interesting, as I was talking about this is emotional healing is what it feels like. What When I was talking about like the throat chakra, I was picking up like forgiveness. I was hearing forgiveness. So some of you guys, this is a need to forgive self. This is a need to forgive others. And this was something that you may have really struggled with. But I feel like as of right now, you guys are either in the healing process or you have healed beyond this point of seeing, being, or understanding. Like you have a new way of, viewing this experience that you may have had in the past, or there's a new way of viewing this experience that is upcoming for you. Okay, that is not going to cause stagnation, or that is not going to create blockages, right? Walls surrounding the way that you believe you are meant to be heard, the way that you express yourself, the way that you accept things. Like what I'm hearing is this is you saying yes to opportunities. There may have been some no's thrown in there because of fear of pain, fear of failure, fear of missed opportunity. I'm even hearing, okay. So we stayed in this space of maybe being indecisive or staying in a spot that felt a little more comfortable or familiar for us because if we move forward, there is a potential pain, basically based on past experiences, things that you may have experienced along your journey to baby in the past, or even in the recent past. This could have been last week. Okay. Um, I do feel like a lot of you guys are taking the steps necessary to bring in healing so that you can move forward from this pain, from this hurt. Whether this is talking to a counselor or this is expressing yourself through communicating with your partner or with a friend. I feel like this is very important. And for some of you guys, this is once again the obstacle that needed to be overcome, which I'm hearing your healing starts when your healing starts with you, and it starts with you like kind of like, not, I want to say expressing yourself, because that's kind of what it is here. It's like through your own form of expression, through your own form of acceptance, realization, the healing process can begin. So I feel like a lot of you guys have already started, like I said, this healing process. You're in the middle of it, you're towards the end of it, or you're already out of this space. Okay. But this was a previous obstacle, and I'm hearing you just needed to hold yourself a little bit more. Some of you guys even needed to take a break. There was a need for a pause before you continued in your journey to baby. And I feel like this year is going to bring in a lot more of transformative energy. Is kind of what I'm feeling here. Okay. So let's see what's going to be supporting you this year in your journey to baby. The Four of Pentacles. Yeah, something that was unstable in the past, there is now stability there, security there. Okay. I feel like, this could be, if there were like, for example, for some of you guys, I feel like you may have experienced a loss in the past. And if that's the case, I am sending you so much love and healing energy to help support you through your journey to baby moving forward. And I feel like, in what is supporting you is this sense of stability of some sort. So the Four of Pentacles can represent the physical space. And for some of you guys, this form of security or stability has to do with a physical person. Maybe you're working with a doctor that you trust, or you are taking certain medication or supplements that you feel is supporting your body to put your body in a stable state, so that both you and baby can have a healthy journey, a healthy pregnancy journey, right? But there is something here that is in the physical that is bringing in a lot of stability for you. Some of you guys, this is something that I keep hearing the message of saving, something that you saved up for, or something that you worked towards. Like there was something about you and maybe other people coming together to bring this into fruition for yourself, to help support you. This could be a supportive community. This could be a supportive experience, a supportive situation, a supportive team, right? But this is what I'm seeing here with the Four of Pentacles energy. There's a lot of security. You feel very secure in your physical space, in your environment. You trust your body. There's trust. This is what the support is. There's trust here. There's trust in your body. There's trust in the people that are surrounding you. There's trust in your security, your stability. And so therefore, I feel like this is what's going to help you continue to move forward in your journey to baby. Now, the overall energy that is surrounding your journey right now is the Five of Wands. So there's some internal conflict that I feel like you're trying to work through. This kind of feels like, once again, that indecisive energy of like, should I stay or should I go? I'm hearing that song, should I stay or should I go? Okay, so like there's some internal conflict where you're just kind of like, do I want to deal with this again? Do I want to go through the process again? Do I want to experience the potential outcome of heartbreak or frustration? And so there's like this back and forth energy that I'm feeling from you at this time, going around and around. I heard going like the merry-go-round. Okay, so like there's this energy of going around and around and around and around. And I actually want to pull a card for you guys and see what your guidance message is for this here, what to help you move forward out of this Five of Wands energy. For pile number 3, Spirit, what is their guidance message to help them move out of this Five of Wands energy? We have family dynamic reconcile, which is interesting because we're talking about the family, right? It says your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. So there could have been some disruption in your family dynamic because of the past pain, past hurt, past trying to conceive. Whenever I see the Three of Swords, especially and just in general, it represents heartache, but in a fertility reading, it can also represent like getting a negative pregnancy test, right? That is heartbreaking when you are on a journey to baby, right? Especially going around and around that merry-go-round energy, feeling like you're receiving the same result over again and over and over and over again. Maybe feeling like you're not being heard by doctors, not being heard, by others when you are, trying to express yourself, right? Giving you that closed up throat chakra feeling, meaning like, okay, well, I'm just gonna not talk. I'm just not gonna express myself because what's the point, right? That's kind of the vibe that I was getting earlier when I kind of got choked up, right? It was kind of like my voice, I didn't have a voice. And so what I see here is that the way for you to help this energy, I'm hearing, the Five of Wands, the conflicting energy to kind of settle. I'm hearing that it needs to settle. There needs to be some a reconcile here, potentially compromise, or this could be between you and your partner. This may be in regards to you with yourself, right? Definitely feeling that internal conflict. It feels like there is like, or not, it feels like, but it says here that what you are needing at this time is support, right? Receiving support from a loving and open people. But in order to receive that, I think we kind of talked about that earlier about you receiving or attracting what it is that you are putting out as well, right? Your energy being a bit magnetic at this time. And so I feel like, in order to receive that, there has to be a need for that. There has to be some form of expression, whether it's through your voice saying, hey, I need help, right? Speaking those words out. I need support. I need a hug. I need love, right? I need whatever it is you feel you need at this time. Or this is through you putting out that energy. With the Five of Wands, I definitely feel this very energetic connection to your journey to baby at this time. So the energy that is all around you is very, very, once again, magnetic, but also just very potent, very powerful, and very, attractive. So it's attracting the things that you're putting out. Now, I also feel like for some of you guys at this time, which we're going to see right now, if you are in alignment. Let me see. What is the question? It says, are you aligned to conceiving in 2025 right now? So we're going to see that with this card here. But what I feel here is that there may be a need for you to kind of like, we have isolation on the bottom of the deck. But I mean, this can go either way. This can be, maybe you're isolating yourself right now. You're not really wanting to share or connect with others because of, you're going through this healing journey, or because you are feeling like, sometimes when we are, especially on a journey to baby, and we're experiencing heartache or we're experiencing frustration in the journey, we really want to celebrate, right? We want to celebrate with our family members, our loved ones. We may have people questioning us, asking, when are you going to get pregnant? Is there a baby on the way? Like, especially people know you're trying, and different things like that. And so there is this form of you maybe in hermit mode, or you may be trying to pull back, isolate yourself at this time. But what I feel is that that could be very healing for you, as long as you don't stay in hermit mode, right? As long as you don't stay in this space because you don't want to face something, right? That was one of the biggest messages coming through in the beginning, was like, there's power in acceptance for you. There is power in forgiveness, right? And so it could just be forgiving the journey, forgiving the universe, forgiving your spirit team, forgiving God, okay? Whomever you may be angry at this time. Excuse me. I'm so sorry, I keep coughing. So let's go ahead and see if you are currently heading towards pregnancy, or if you're in alignment with pregnancy or conception this year, okay, in 2025. Let's see what we have here as of right now. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So you are, okay? So the energy around you is you fertile, okay? So this is a big fat yes. Now with the aces, okay, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Swords, Ace of Wands, they merely represent opportunities. right? They merely represent opportunities, things that could potentially be. So when I see the Ace of Pentacles in a fertility reading, this is letting me know, like, okay, baby is wanting to implant, right? There may be some, baby's ready to come into the earth, or baby's ready for you to bring them earth side. So there may be something here, right? And action, like baby dancing, right? Making love to your partner, working with a fertility specialist, doing IUI, IVF, whatever it may be, right? Working with a donor, that requires, it requires you to, or something that you are required to do in order for this baby to implant, right? So what I feel is it's so important for you to take the action that is necessary if you are feeling in alignment with it. I kind of feel like this mixed energy here where you guys are in this very fertile state, but some of you guys are needing to give yourself a bit more time for healing. For those of you guys who have gone through, you're like, I've been on my healing journey. I have been taking care of my body. I now feel like I'm in this stable state where I mentally feel, okay. I emotionally feel okay, and I'm ready to keep going, I'm ready to keep moving forward, then I say go for it. Okay. I say go for it. You know yourself better than anyone else. Now, there is something here also coming through with what your family is requiring time to heal. It feels like it says heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. So this could also be that maybe you're ready, but your partner's not. Or this could be that conflicting energy, right? Like there could be maybe your partner's ready, but you're not. So there is that, that back and forth. And once again, there could be a need for compromisation around the time of this little one's conception, okay? Or sometime during 2025 that brings in this healing within your family dynamic as well, okay? There could have even been some, disagreements when it comes to, our heartbreak, when it comes to a relationship, when it comes to you being with your partner, okay? Disagreements with that, conflict with that, right? I feel like there is it's so interesting how we have the pentacles here, pentacles there. It's like this very stable, earthly, like grounded energy that is surrounding this family dynamic, which shows me that there is some instability present indeed. The foundation may have just been rocked, right? I'm really picking up like the tower, right? There may have been a tower moment, or there was a crack in the foundation that grew and that, caused destruction or caused a breakdown of some sort, right? Emotional or mental, maybe even physical, even though I feel this is more so emotional or mental, like a break in the family, a break in self, okay? And so once again, even though there is this very strong fertile energy around you, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get pregnant, right? It could be that the opportunity is ready or is there and ready, right? Baby's ready when you're ready. I love that. So let's see how you're going to be conceiving. So we have this card here that's going to represent that. We have the Nine of Cups. So I do see natural conception for you guys, okay, in this pile. This is also representing wish fulfillment. So it can also be very fluid in that way. If there is a specific way that you wanted to get pregnant, that could very well be what's happening. Okay, so maybe your wish is to conceive naturally. I can see that happening. Maybe you are, I'm hearing something about whatever your desire is. So, and whatever your method of consistency is within, right? So this is like, so for example, if you are drinking teas, especially with the cup energy, this could be you taking care of your, changing your diet, maybe eating organic, especially with the earth energy here. Or there is like, like I said, drinking teas, and that may be like your desired way of getting pregnant. I see that that is going to come into fruition for you. If you are working with a donor, the Nine of Cups can also represent you may have a donor, okay, an egg or sperm donor. If you have the donor, and that is like something that you have desired in, to get pregnant, a way to get pregnant in, then that can definitely be how you get pregnant. Okay. I'm not really seeing any restrictions here with the Nine of Cups. And Nine of Cups is like you're going to be happy or content with the way that things work out. Once again, okay, you're going to be satisfied with how things occur, how things happen. There was just some form of like family dynamic that needed to be healed. Spirit, can you clarify this even further? What was this? What is this family dynamic energy about? Betrayal. Oh, something was revealed. Okay. It says the situation will reveal to you the intention behind it. Whether it's you betraying yourself in some way or another person or situation, you are being asked to unmask the truth by removing any blinders that hinder the clarity that is needed. So there's definitely something, someone wasn't being honest. There was some form of miscommunication, right? Which is my throat is like, I'm like coughing over here. Some form of miscommunication, someone had wearing a false mask, maybe not expressing themselves. This could have been like maybe you wanting a kid, but your partner not, or maybe they had a different priority and they were putting in, investing in something different. And you're like, wait a minute, I thought we were going to grow our family, like there was something there, right? And I feel like that may have caused someone to not, see the other person as honest or truthful, or as authentic as you thought they were, or being as authentic as you thought they were being towards you, and then letting you know. I feel like someone had their heart on their sleeve and the other person did not. So I definitely feel like there is this energy here of, regrounding, reconnecting, reconciling, right? And then we have take a leap, okay, or taking the leap, courage. It says if you want to experience the next level of success, you cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the journey. Yeah, so there is definitely someone is needing to let go of a fear that they have. It says you have to let go of something good to get something great. Taking the leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. Yeah. So it's like there's someone who's needing to like release the idea that maybe we won't have enough, right? The Four of Pentacles comes right before the Five of Pentacles. So there could also be this energy of, I don't have enough, we're not going to have enough. We already have two kids, or we already have, whatever the case may be. I don't know if this and that kind of comes to a surprise, is what it feels like, or it kind of brings in some sort of pain or frustration. Okay. This could also be that there was some form of, I was picking up the community energy or your team of doctors. There could have also been some form of truth revealed, or some form of like, hey, this is what, something that may have been hidden in the beginning when you first started working with them, when you first hired them, someone, or you started seeing a doctor, and you felt betrayed by it, right? This could also be in regards to your communication, right? I feel like some of you guys for sure felt unheard, or betrayed through, not being heard, right? Like there's that energy as well. But what I do see here is that this is healing. There is so much healing energy here, and once again, what is going to support you is kind of like, I'm hearing like, it's so funny. I said this the other day, but I'm kind of hearing like, put your money where your mouth is, right? Like I'm hearing something about like, show me, right? Don't tell me, show me. So that is what's going to make a lot of you guys feel a lot more secure, and what is it? I don't want to use the word comfortable, but that's what it is. You feel more secure and comfortable with making the choices, or the choice to move forward, and to get pregnant, to grow your family, to work with the doctor, to, reconcile with your partner, to compromise, whatever it may be here. But there was some truth that needed to come out first, and some healing surrounding that. Okay. So let's see what other messages we have here from your spirit team. We have wisdom. To focus on the past is to lose the future. Heed advice from an older person, which will allow you to move on. Yeah, so there's definitely healing from the past that is necessary here. Romance. Oh my goodness. We have love is set to sizzle. The chance for romance is high for those seeking a connection. So there is definitely, like I said, I feel like there may have been something going on with your partner here, or with romance. I'm just picking up like connection here. And I feel like there is definitely some trust that is being what is it, revive. Like there's this revived energy here surrounding you being able to trust a person again, or trust your journey again, right? Let's see what else we have here. We have it's not personal projection. Wow. And look at the little kiddos on there. There's 3 kids there and there's 3 kids there. I think those are all kids. Yeah, I think those are all kids there. It says many times others project their own pain onto you. This situation is not personal, but rather an opportunity for compassion for yourself and the other person involved. Stop taking the blame by automatically thinking it's your fault. Have discernment of what you own, but what isn't your problem. Have discernment of what you own, but also what isn't your problem. There we go. So what I see here is that, this is, I feel like there was this energy of blame game also present here. And maybe this is why the betrayal energy is present. Maybe you felt like, I don't know. I kind of get the vibe of like, for some of you guys, this may not be your story. So don't take it and try to make it fit if it's not. But for some of you guys, I kind of feel like maybe you were, trying to get pregnant with a person who, once again, was wearing a false mask, or they had like a different priorities. They had like their wish may not have been your wish, okay, when it came to like growing your family. Um, there was something that maybe they weren't completely honest about, or you weren't completely honest about. But what Spirit really wants you to understand is it's not personal. It's not anyone's fault. No one made anyone do anything. No one made anyone not say anything. There were a lot of emotions, a lot of thoughts involved, a lot of past energy that was like really poured into, I feel like, the growth of your family or the growth of your connection. And therefore, there was a lot of projection, right? There was a lot of falsehood, is what I feel here. There were things that were illusions, if you will, illusions that brought in fear, and illusions that brought in joy, right? It's what it feels like. It's like illusions that maybe brought in false joy, right? Because it wasn't really what was being said wasn't true, right? Like, oh yeah, I want to, grow our family. I'm ready. But in reality, they were thinking something different. Or this could be like illusions um, that were yeah, pretty much. Exactly what I just said. I'm like, Spirit's like, you said it. Yeah, pretty much. So that's what I'm seeing here. But what I feel is like the divine really just wants you guys to not blame each other, right? The communication between you and your partner, you and within your team as well. Okay, this is not your personal partner, and this is about your doctor team, okay, or a friend, someone that you trusted prior, yourself, if this is about you trusting yourself, okay, because it could also be that you could be projecting certain images upon yourself or thoughts. These children here, they look like they are um, like, they looks like, I don't know, kind of looks like they don't look happy, but they also look like their clothes may have dirt on them, and like, they don't live in the best conditions. And it's like, I feel like you could also be like blaming yourself, especially if you've experienced a loss in the past, or you've just been having a hard time getting pregnant. There's a lot of blame going around. Okay, a lot of blame going around. And Spirit is like, for some of you, this is you projecting your own pain onto yourself, or you saying, like, it's my fault, it's this, it's that. For others, this feels like others projecting their pain onto you, but it has nothing to do with you, right? The situation is not personal. Um, And through this comes healing. Through this comes the opportunity for conversation, the opportunity for compassion, the opportunity for acceptance, realization, taking the mask off, the opportunity to show your most authentic self, the opportunity to take off the rose-colored glasses, right? See things for what they are. Step into that space of acceptance. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. We have Speak Up. Oh my gosh, you guys. I have not seen any of these cards, and I'm telling you, my throat, you heard me. I've been coughing, and I was not coughing before your reading, so this is really weird. But we have what you are not saying. Let me say it again. What are you not saying that's eating you up inside? You can't keep this in forever. It's time to let it out so you can move on and be happy. Yeah, it's like something is really bothering this pile or your partner. Okay. There's something about the expression being necessary. And once this is expressed, once this is out, once this is done, this is the healing process that I was picking up on earlier, right? Some of you guys are in the midst of this right now, trying to navigate through it, trying to understand why certain things are happening when it comes to your family, or when it comes to like you feel like you maybe have been betrayed, or things are coming and being revealed and you're like, what the heck is happening now? Like that's the energy that I feel. But I'm hearing like something about like things are not going to stop until you say stop, right? Like you have to give the word. You have to say what it is that you need. You have to say what it is that is bothering you. Like that is healing begins with you. Okay. And the last card we have here says trusting your intuition. This is a message from your spirit baby, and we're going to get some more messages in just a bit from your spirit baby. And it says, Mama, trust your intuition and inner guidance. This will lead you to the right path. Yeah. So when you're feeling like you're in this indecisive state, or you're like, I don't know which way to go, your little one is like, trust your own intuition and your inner guidance. You can trust yourself. Okay. Some of you guys feel like you cannot. All right. Please take a deep breath in through your nose for me. We're going to connect with your spirit baby in through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. And let's get a few messages from your spirit baby. Let's see here. The first one says, Mama, the universe is supporting your decision. Yay! The money necessary has been approved and provided. And I feel like this is anything. It doesn't just have to be money. But once again, healing begins with you, right? And once you tell the universe what it is that you want, what it is that you need, what it is that you desire, the universe is like, I got you, right? I got you. But you first have to make that decision. You first have to speak up, right? And you first have to know what it is that you want so you can plant the seed, right? You saying yes to the Ace of Pentacles is making a decision, right? It is you saying, I am ready to plant this seed, right? I am worthy of receiving my desire. Some of you guys don't feel worthy of receiving your desire for some reason, okay? We have Mama and Papa, everything will be okay. Oh my goodness. Your little one wants you to know everything is going to be okay. Like I said in the beginning, it's like things are going to work out and be like more. I feel like I need to take this. Going to work out so much more like better. I know that sounds weird. Things are going to work out so much better than you expect. Okay. We have Mama and Papa. Bedtime stories are my favorite. Your little one's going to love bedtime stories. And we have Mommy, there's something deeper that is blocking our path. It's time to get to the bottom of it. Now, this came out with bedtime stories are my favorite. And I put this card in this half of my deck specifically because I wanted to like really dive into messages that could represent potential blockages or things that may be causing stagnation in your journey or could potential moving forward. And what I feel when I read that card earlier, and I was like, which pile do I put it in? This half of the deck or the other half? I felt very strongly like this card may represent like the stories that you're telling yourself could be causing false beliefs, illusions, right? Kind of what we talked about earlier. And this is something that is deeper. It is blocking your path in a way that is so you cannot even understand because you are truly believing this false narrative of what your journey is meant to be and who you are as a person and what you're destined to not have are destined to have, what keeps occurring in your life. You may be telling yourself, I always experience this. I always experience loss, or I always experience hardship. I always, whatever it is, right? But there's some false narrative, some story that you're telling yourself that is causing a bigger blockage than you are understanding. And I feel like this is the reading that your little one really wanted you to hear so that you would understand that on a deeper level. We also have please don't be in denial, reach out for the help that you need. So this is about working with a medical professional. This can be working with a therapist, a psychologist, working with a grief counselor. This may be going to a relationship counselor, right? Someone to work with both you and your partner, a family therapist, right? This could be working with, I mean, I don't see any like physical things. I really just feel like this is mentally and emotionally. So I feel like that may be the energy that we're talking about. But if this is, if your body is telling you something's going on physically with your body, definitely go to the doctor to see what's going on, right? What's happening. Let's get one more message here for your mama and papa. We have mommy. Eating habits are causing a bit of a blockage in our path. So your eating habits. Oh, we did talk about that earlier as well. The organic food. We talked about the teas, maybe helping with conception. So if you have been wanting to like go the more natural route, or you've been thinking about ordering certain teas, changing your eating habits, different things like that, this is confirmation that that's going to help support you as well. Okay, beautiful messages. Now let's get the last few messages here, which are tiny. So when will you be conceiving or giving birth to your little one in the year 2025? Okay, what months are most significant when it comes to your little one's conception or a birth month? So I'm seeing all the earth seasons. Okay, so that's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. We also have Libra season. Okay, and we also have Pisces season. So let's see here, March specifically. So let's see what we have coming through. Okay, maybe even Leo energy as far as your first conception season. We have January, February. Look at that. I'm actually recording this in January. So I feel like January, February, March. So that can be very significant. So Capricorn season, Aquarius season, as well as Pisces, okay? Season can be really significant when it comes to conception or the birth of your baby, okay? We have October on the bottom of the deck, and if I'm not mistaken, I think that would align. It would. If you conceive in January, you may be due in October, okay? If you conceive January, February, you could be doing Scorpio, Libra, or Scorpio season, okay, which is October and October, November. Let's see what else we have here coming through for pile number 3. What month is very significant for the conception or birth of their little one in 2025? Okay, let's see if that needed to come out, but it did not. All right, Spirit, what month is significant? What other month is significant to the conception or birth of their babies in 2025? We have Virgo season. Okay, so I was picking up earth energy. So we have August, September is also a very strong month. And I feel like I just need to get one more for you guys. I got a few for the other 2 piles, but I feel like for you, this is one more here. We have November. Wow. So there's that October, November energy coming through again. Maybe even going into December, okay, could be strongly connected to conception or birth. And then we have March here with Pisces season underneath it, which says February, March. So strong Pisces energy, strong February, January, February, March, August, September, even October, right? We have August, September, October, November. So those 2 chunks of time are very significant when it comes to the conception of your baby or the birth of your baby. And I think they kind of align. Like if you conceive in February, March, you would be due like around November, December. If you conceive in January, February, you'd be due in October, November. So that could definitely align with that. Let's see, does this align with anything? August, September, conception. No, that's May, June. We do have May, June on the bottom of the deck, but that would be like a May, June birth. Taurus, Gemini, the energy. So maybe if that's conception for you, you can conceive in Virgo season. But birth in Virgo season would be conception like November, December, maybe January. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you, pile number 3. I'm sending you guys so much love and healing energy. I feel like things are going to turn around for you very, very soon. So I say hang in there, continue to do your healing work, continue to work through your shadows, ask for support, allow people to support you, love on you, okay, be with you, don't push people away, I'm hearing, okay, don't isolate yourself for too long if you need the isolation energy. But this little one, they are ready, okay, they're ready when you are, and they just want you to trust your body, they don't want you to give your body harsh words or, speak harsh words. They want you to speak love over your body, over your womb, connect with your womb and prepare their very first home, which will be your womb here in the physical, okay, for their arrival. So this is what I have for you. And if you're already pregnant, okay, because some of you guys could already be pregnant as well. I also want to say with the Nine of Cups, of course, I'm not a doctor, but sometimes this card will come out when there's like 9 beautiful months of pregnancy up ahead. Okay, 9 successful months of pregnancy. So showing me a full term pregnancy. So I do feel like that is the case for some of you guys. Some of you guys really needed to hear that because you felt like maybe your body has betrayed you or you're going to have a hard time. You're having a hard time wrapping your mind around the fact that it's possible for you to have the family of your dreams. And I do see your wishes are going to be fulfilled. I do see that you are going to have the family of your dreams. Okay. You just have to believe, 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 have faith. Okay. Turn to your spirit team, pray. Get on your knees and pray if you have to, make sure you are up on your spiritual practice. But I'm sending you so much love, light, and of course, baby dust. If you made it all the way to the end, you are definitely a real one. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I know this reading was kind of long, but let me know you made it to the end by dropping a sunflower emoji in the comments. And let me know how this resonated with you if it did. Okay? Sending you lots of baby dust. Bye. Hello, beautiful fertility goddesses who chose pile number 4. If you chose this card here, this is indeed your reading. This is your how and when will you conceive in 2025 fertility pick a card reading. And it's going to be quite long, okay? So get comfy, grab you some tea, grab you some, whatever you need, whatever you're sipping on, okay? Get comfy. I'm getting comfy too. And let's get started, okay? I already have some pre-selected cards because I wanted to kind of make it, the process a little shorter. But I mean, I can't even imagine what it would have been if I didn't do this already, pre-shuffled, okay? But I have some tarot cards here because I have some questions that I wanted to ask Spirit about your journey in 2025 surrounding how and when you'll be conceiving your baby this year. And yep, I'm saying this year because I am already just putting it out into the universe that anyone watching this reading is going to conceive their baby in 2025. This is the year. Okay. This is the year, you guys. So I'm hearing like that's the energy, that's the vibe that you have right now, or the vibe that you need. Okay, so whichever you need, okay, whether it's something you've already embodied or you're like, oh, I need that energy in my life, take it. Okay, embrace it, embrace it, embrace it, embrace it, and don't let it go. So the questions that I have asked Spirit involve 5 tarot cards, but you guys got quite a few extras. So for the first question, I asked Spirit, what is a previous obstacle that pile number 4 has had to overcome in their journey to baby? And you guys got 2 cards for this question. So these are your 2 cards for question number 1. Then for question number 2, I asked the divine, what is something that will be supporting pile number 4's fertility journey in 2025? And you guys got 1 card for this one. For question number 3, I asked Spirit, what is the overall energy surrounding pile number 4 at this time in your journey to baby? And I believe you guys got 1 again. Yes. So for question number 3, you got 1 card again. Now for question number 4, you guys got 3 cards. Okay. Like you guys are really wilding out. 3 cards came out together. I felt like I needed to take them. And question number 4 was, are you currently aligned to conceive your baby in 2025 right now? So we have 3 cards. So 1, 2, and 3. And then you should have 1 more card to left, I believe. 1 more tarot card. Let's see, do we have 1 more? Yes, we do. Perfect. So question number 5 is how. So how are you going to be conceiving this baby? Will there be medical intervention involved? Will this be naturally, will there be natural intervention? Like what's going on? Okay. Teas, herbs, what's happening? Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into your, oh my gosh, it's going to bother me. Let's dive into your questions, okay, your tarot cards. But first, I want to lay out your oracle cards too that I have already pre-shuffled. And you guys got an extra one of these too. Oh my gosh, you guys got so many extra cards. Okay, so let's put that there. I'll put this here. And then I'll put, oh my gosh, you guys got 2 of these too? Oh my goodness, so many extras. Everybody else got 1. Okay, they got 2 of these. They got 1 of these. They got 1 of these. Actually, let's do it like this. You guys got so many extras. So yeah, definitely get comfy. Get nice and cozy. I'm hearing it's not going to be as long as you think. And I feel like that's for me because I'm like getting nice and cozy. Okay. Also, some of you guys are like, well, how long are we talking? And also, I'm hearing it's not going to be that much longer till you conceive your baby. Okay. Some of you guys just started trying to conceive. It's not going to take as long as you think it might. So just make sure you're ready. Okay. To get that positive test, make sure you're ready. Your body's ready. You're like, mentally, you're ready. You know, you're about to be pregnant. For some of you guys, you've been trying for some time and there's like, there's not much more time in between now and your pregnancy. Okay, getting that positive test. So let's see what we have here. Not going to take as long as you think. I love it. Okay, let me see how this is looking on camera before we get started. All right, not too bad. Okay, so let's dive in. So pile number 4. So your first question is surrounding, or your first 2 cards are surrounding a previous obstacle you've had to overcome in your journey to baby. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So we have the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. So I feel like this is like blatantly like point blank period. There was some stagnation. Okay, this is about taking action around maybe things that you may have felt a bit less passionate about, if you will. Okay. I feel like there's this energy, which is so funny because I think pile 1 kind of had this energy too, if I'm not mistaken. 1 or 2, I can't remember. If you feel drawn to pile 1 or 2, you should listen to that as well. But there was something about like stubborn energy that came through in one of those piles. And I kind of feel like that energy here too. Because of that, there was like a missed opportunity, or you were missing an opportunity. You were missing an opportunity to conceive is what it feels like here, or you weren't getting the message. There was some form of communication that I feel like was misconstrued, or you didn't understand. There was something about like, not understanding. Okay, like I'm seeing this here, like the divine speaking through the magic conch shell. Sponge for all my SpongeBob lovers, but I'm definitely seeing like there's some messages trying to come through here to you, but you are so focused on what it is that you have previously envisioned for your journey to baby, and you're thinking like, it's like you're so focused on your vision, whether it is because you're just getting started and you're like, this is how I want things to go, and spirit's like, look, I have a secret sauce. Like I have the Krabby Patty formula, right? Like I have the secret sauce. Or because you have been trying to figure it out, right? Like you have your book, you wrote down your notes, you're reading all the books as well. You have your notebook, right? You're writing down all the notes from the stuff you're reading, all the internet research, all the things that you've tried, and you're trying to figure it out, right? But spirit is like, I have been wanting to put you on the fast track for quite some time, but I need you to pay attention to what it is that I'm trying to tell you. I need you to hear me. I need you to pay attention. Okay. So an obstacle that I feel like you've had to overcome, or you've previously had to overcome, is surrounding like feeling dissatisfied, or basically that feeling dissatisfied of like where you are in your journey. I feel like once you come to the realization that you are right where you're meant to be, like things are gonna like take off. Like, I don't know. I just feel this really strong energy of like, whoa, I'm pregnant, like, whoa, like you're gonna be receiving communication of like good news. There's like good news coming in fast. Okay. But it comes after you come to the realization that, you know what, I'm actually right where I'm supposed to be. Like that's what it feels like. Like spirit is literally trying to give you the secret sauce, okay, of how to get to your destination. So I feel like that was an obstacle that needed to be overcome. A lot of you guys, I feel like you're already in this energy of like you're settled in like, this is where I am in my journey. Like, I don't care about my age. Like, there were many different factors prior where there was like, oh my gosh, all my friends are having kids, or like there was all these different things where it's like, I should be pregnant by now, or I should have a kid by now, or this shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? Energy and spirit is like, no, but don't you see? Like, this had to happen in this order. They're trying to like show you, but we think we have the plan, right? We think we know what's best, and God is like, it's God's plan, okay? And so, I'm definitely seeing here though, there is something about when you release and let go, when you just kind of accept where you are, with understanding, with like, okay, well, at this age, at this time in my life, I guess I'm supposed to be, focusing on blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? And it's like, boop, pregnancy comes in, okay, creates a it's almost like a portal is created because of this, okay, because of this energy. So something that's going to be supporting your journey to baby this year, we have the Ace of Wands. Oh my gosh. So there is something about you feeling really, something that you feel very passionate about, this energy of passion, inspiration. Um, I don't know. This feels like divine intervention to me. Like this is what this Ace of Wands kind of feels like, divine intervention. But I definitely feel like something that's going to help support your journey to baby is the energy of passion. Okay, like big time, especially with the Eight of Wands too. We have the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Um, this can also represent a literal like intervention. So this could be you working with natural remedies, herbs, teas, tinctures, salves, oils, things that come from Mother Earth. Okay, things that come from Mother Gaia, definitely. Okay, but through passion comes creation, is what I'm hearing. Okay, through you saying yes to living in the moment. Okay, I'm hearing the song "Living My Life Like It's Golden," living my life like it's golden. It's kind of like carefree, just enjoying your passions, enjoying your life. It feels like there is action that comes. I'm hearing spur of the moment. So there could be like spontaneous action that's taken because you feel so good, because you feel so happy and so like I want to say like invigorated. I don't know if that's the right word, but there's this energy of vitality that is surrounding you in general versus like sitting around waiting on this card, right? Like look at the energy difference there. It's like here I'm sitting around waiting and I'm hearing the song do 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 do, right? Like is that the Jeopardy song? Like literally like I'm hearing that song and it's like I'm just waiting, right? But in reality like there's this space, this momentum that has been waiting is like also been waiting, right? For you to accept it, for you to see it. So, what's going to help you is by you saying yes to this sense of passion, fire, momentous, vital energy, right? There also is some form of action that you may be taking that actually leads you to conception. Okay. I want to see what this action is. I'm going to actually use my Panther Oracle deck. I didn't even mention I got like all these new Oracle decks, y'all, which I'm using like I think 3 of them in this reading. Now I'll be using 4 of them in yours. I love them. Okay, let's see what we have here. As far as your Ace of Wands energy, Spirit, what is this action that pile number 4 will be taking to help them conceive their baby? What is this action? Ooh, I saw good, we have good news. Okay, so we have encouragement, miracle, surprise, and we have marriage, sweet love, couple dependency. So there's some form of commitment that is made based on some form of communication that comes in. So for some of you guys, I feel like maybe you were waiting to like take action on something. Maybe you're waiting to say yes to an opportunity because you're like, I'm going to be pregnant soon, or it's going to happen soon. I don't want to be pregnant when I do this. I don't want to be pregnant when I travel. Like, I have legitly said that. Like, I've said, like, I don't want to be like on a cruise and be pregnant, right? So let me just get this baby out the way, right? Then I'll go on my cruise, right? So unrealistic is what I'm hearing. But it's like, there's something like you were putting your life on hold for something because you were waiting for this good news to come in. But I see that, by you living your life, literally living your life like it's golden, okay? Like this is actually going to bring this good news to you. Some of you guys are going to be having your little ones when you're a bit older. I'm seeing 42 years old through 48 years old. Okay, you could also be 44 years old. Um So that can be significant for some of you guys, not everyone, of course, but there is definitely this very strong energy too around six. It's like when you bring balance into your life, we have six, and then 4 + 2 is six. So when you bring balance into your life, there is this very strong shift, energetic shift that happens that just makes things like take off. Some of you guys, did I say this already? You're going to find out you're pregnant around the time you get married. I don't know if I said that or if I was just hearing it and didn't say it, but there's something about that. There's also something about you making a commitment to your spouse, okay? Whether it's this marriage or engagement, are you guys just like both being very committed to a journey? This is actually going to bring in good news surrounding your pregnancy, okay? And we have miracle surprise. Like I said, I feel like this may be a spontaneous pregnancy. So I'm hearing what's going to support your journey to baby this year is by you saying yes to opportunities that are meant to bring in momentous growth in your life, right? Versus putting things on the back burner. Whether this is traveling or saying yes to a new job opportunity, this could be something of a some once in a lifetime. Moving, maybe you're like, no, I really want to be in this space when I get pregnant. But Spirit's like, no, there's a different plan, right? We have a different plan for you. So let's see what we have for your overall energy right now. Okay, we have your overall energy right now. The Knight of Swords. Things are moving so quickly for you right now, okay? I kind of want to pull a card for this one too. I like how that came out. The Knight of Swords Spirit. What is the Knight of Swords representing for pile number 4? Let's see. You guys are the only one that got these cards. There's so many extras that are coming through for you guys. Okay. Wow. I have to show you the bottom of the deck. Hold on. Let's see. We have blind. Okay. It says awkward, unknown, vision problems. So with the Knight of Swords, I feel like you're just going. I feel like you don't know where you're going, but you're just going. Okay. Now, I do want to show you on the bottom of the deck, we have real estate. So some of you guys could be moving into a new home. Maybe you're meant to move into a new home, get some keys. I see she has keys here. There could also be an investment or a project that you're meant to start or you're meant to, take action upon. We have wealth. Okay. So there's something about creating wealth as well. This may be the focus that you're meant to have at this time. You could be moving blindly, not really knowing what your focus is meant to be at this time, but you're like, I don't know where I'm going, but I just know I'm going, right? I know the action I need to do to get pregnant, so I'm just going to do that and I'm just going to go. Okay, I'm just going to move forward. Like I feel that energy around a lot of you guys. And a lot of you guys are about to be blindsided. Like you have no idea what's coming. Once again, pregnancy feels very spontaneous here. It feels like when you are focusing on one thing or you're like shooting towards something, like you are going to be blindsided and it's like, ooh, bam, positive pregnancy test. So are you aligned to conceiving in 2025 right now? Let's go ahead and see. Okay, let's go ahead and see. We have 3 cards. I think you guys are the only pile who had 3 cards for any of these tarot cards. I think 2 is the max. So you guys beat everybody else. So we have the Ten of Swords. Oh my gosh. The Empress and the Fool. Oh my goodness. So look at the Empress, y'all. I love the Empress in this deck. This is a yes. Okay, this is a 100% yes. Some of you guys are pregnant right now, to be honest. Okay, I'm seeing pregnancy around Aquarius season, January, February. I'm also seeing, and let me rephrase that because I'm recording this in January. So you could be finding out you're pregnant in January or February. You could be conceiving on your January, February cycle. Okay, others, you guys could be conceiving in Gemini season, which is May, June, or finding out you're pregnant in May, June. Our baby's due date could be around that time. Mouthful, right? But the answer is an absolute yes, with the Empress being present as well as the Fool card and the Ten of Swords. It's like the question is, are you aligned to conceive right now in 2025? Yes, the Ten of Swords shows me that there is an ending that is happening, a hard ending, okay, that is leading you into this beautiful pregnancy with the Empress energy, and the Fool is a brand new beginning, okay, and this is by you taking a leap of faith. Some of you guys, your leap of faith may also be in regards to working with a medical professional, maybe doing IUI, IVF, taking certain medication, maybe doing certain shots, maybe you're going to get a trigger shot, something like that. You can also be taking a leap of faith and trying something different. Maybe instead of doing the same old, you're like, you know what? I don't know much about this new thing, but I'm just going to do it. I've heard some good things about it, but I don't know how it's going to work for me, but I still want to try it, right? You're moving blindly. You're like, I'm just going to do it, right? And through this leap of faith, you create a baby. Okay, I feel like some of you guys had no hope in this. You're like, I heard it works for some, but I have no idea. Okay, but through you doing this, okay, through you being committed, we have literally commitment here. Okay, um, through you making this commitment, we talked about that with marriage. You actually, okay, reach your desire. We have reservation. It says desire, worth, extravagance. And then we have fright. Yeah, there was fear around this. Like some of you guys are really afraid because you're moving blindly. You've never tried this before. This is different. Okay. And I'm also hearing like choose desire over depression. So, like with the depression energy here, like instead of choosing to sit in in one like still spot and be like, woe is me, why is this happening, why hasn't this happened, like you're being called to choose desire over that, okay, over like dwelling, if you will, desire over dwelling. So beautiful energy, you guys. If you're pregnant right now, definitely let me know. If you've made it so far to this part of the reading so far, put some orange hearts in the comments, okay, in the comments. So let's see what your last question or your last answer is. Your question is, how will you be conceiving? Medical intervention, natural intervention. Let's see what we have here. So we have the devil. Ooh, this is interesting. Let me pull another card for this one. The devil. I just heard the blind leading the blind, okay, because they're both blindfolded here, and then we got the blind energy here. I don't know. Let's see. Spirit, how will they be conceiving? I feel like you guys may not even know. You could be watching this like, I don't even plan on getting pregnant, but I felt like maybe there's a baby around me, so I just wanted to see if I was going to get pregnant. There's definitely a big chance, a possibility of pregnancy for you guys. Okay, let's see. Spirit, how will they be conceiving? Pound number 4. Clarify the devil energy for me. We have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so for some of you guys, or the majority of you guys, you are going to be working with someone who can lead you, especially because I heard the blind leading the blind. So you could be working with someone or reading something or doing something that's going to actually bring in some sense of clarity, something that's going to create a breakthrough. I'm hearing by breaking free. So you're going to break free from a cycle, a pattern. With the devil energy, the devil has, these two people like literally chained up. They don't know where they are, what they're doing. They don't know why they are chained up, right? And the traditional Rider Waite Tarot, they actually have the they're actually here too. Like they can literally rip that rope or like take that off of them, I'm sure. And the blindfolds too. Like his hand is literally on top of his head. He could literally pull that blindfold off. It's about free will here. And also choosing desire, choosing your worth, seeing your ability, your capability, right? Over being told or believing that you're just meant to be in a specific space forever, right? That this is just how things are. You can't do anything about it. And I feel here through this sense of understanding of this, through this sense of being able to see, I'm hearing, I can see clearly now. Okay. So like there's being like, especially with the blindsided energy, it's like kind of just by you being able to see clearly, you are going to be able to take the blindfolds off, take off the ropes, the chains, break free from this pattern, from this cycle, from this habit. This could be a habit as well. And I feel like by breaking free from this habit, whether it's a mental habit, emotional habit, spiritual or physical habit, it may be energetic, staying in this loop-de-loop, right? Missing a specific opportunity, saying no to opportunities that are meant to bring blessings into your life because it's not pregnancy, right? Sometimes we push things to the side or to the back because we're like, no, my goal right now is to get pregnant. Like that's my only focus, my only goal. In reality, there are other things that are meant to be built around you and within you and for you and your baby, right? And once you allow those things to happen, it's like that opens up a portal for your baby to make their arrival fairly quickly. It's like with the Ten of Swords, there has to be a massive ending first before this new beginning can come in, before this new birth can happen. Okay. So by breaking free, Now, for others, I feel like there is going to be a situation where you are working with a medical professional. I do feel like, this could be acupuncture. I think I said that already with the Ten of Swords or acupressure even, but I do feel like this could, or a chiropractor, but I do feel like this could also be IVF, IUI, with the devil energy. If you have been the constraints or what you have been tied to could be like the habit of or the understanding or the need to conceive naturally or not, work with a medical professional or to do things in a very specific type of way, especially with the Four of Cups, right? And so I see here by you breaking free from that pattern, that belief system, that is actually creating a breakthrough in your journey to baby and allowing this little one to be conceived. Okay, so beautiful. I love these messages for you. I hope you guys are loving them as well. So let's get your last few messages about 2025, how you'll be conceiving your baby this year. Special you guys with the Empress here for sure. I definitely see that very strongly. And then we're going to end with some spirit baby messages and some tiny messages for you. Okay. So let's see what other guidance we have as far as how you'll be conceiving your baby this year. We have manifestations. We have a bountiful time awaits you. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. I'm telling you, this baby is coming in so spontaneously. Definitely a manifestation come true, a wish come true, a dream come true. But there are other manifestations that are wanting to come in and that are coming in 2025 for you. This is a very magical year, if you will. And as these other things are manifesting into your life, so is your child. Okay. We have assert yourself. It says, go for what you want. The time is ripe for soulmate connections. Birth of a child also likely. Are you kidding me? Did I get that? I better. Yes, I did. Okay, let me just make sure the camera's You guys, I have not seen these cards. These are my new cards, by the way. Okay, so I first of all, I don't know the messages on these cards. Secondly, I have not seen these cards for your reading. Thirdly, what in the world would assert yourself have to do with the birth of a child? Like, what? This is what I'm talking about. This is going to catch you so off guard. You're going to be like, what? I'm pregnant. Like you might go in for a treatment and they may say, oh, we have some news for you. We have some good news for you. Right? And you're like, what in the world? We tried for so long. Maybe you did IVF in the past, or you did IUI in the past, and you're so stumped because it didn't work, right? And you're like, what in the heck is going on? Spirit is like, we have the timeline here. Stop trying to force things because we know what's going on. We got it, right? Like your spirit team's like, we got it. Just chill. Chill, travel, get married, have a good life. We got you. Baby's coming, baby's coming. Like that's how relaxed I feel their energy being. Meanwhile, it's like when you put your time and energy towards something, when you go for what it is that you want, we have the time is ripe for soulmate connections. It's time to get married. It's time to grow your love on your partner, love on yourself. It is time for you to, build that business or go for that job. This is a time for you to assert yourself into these situations and experiences and travel the country. I don't know, across the country, whatever, whatever you want to do. This is your time to do so. And then we have boop, birth of a child also likely. Like you guys, I cannot make this up. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. You have these two cards that could also represent potential blockages or just messages of guidance to help you along this year with conception. We have childhood wound. Wow. Okay, so it says retrieve. It says your inner child is looking to heal so you can move on by understanding the situation in a new light. Going within to heal requires self-love and compassion. Gaining perspective through energy work or therapy can be very helpful in assessing tools to empower your inner child. So, another way to help you support or help support your journey to baby is by connecting with your inner child. Okay, maybe doing, I think I may have mentioned some shadow work here for you guys potentially. I can't remember if it was this spout or the last one, but definitely feeling like there is something here when it comes to connecting, doing some inner child healing. Okay, connecting with your inner child, telling your inner child that it's okay. Okay, some womb healing as well, preparing your womb for your baby, also releasing any trauma, bringing healing to any trauma that may have been present, or love to any trauma, because we carry our mother's wounds in our womb. Okay, and there is work that you can do to bring healing to your womb, so that when you conceive your baby, when your baby is within your womb, they're not, hanging out in debris of trauma, fear, depression, all that stuff that maybe you picked up on with through your mother's womb, right? And she through her mother's womb, and her in continuation, right? So I feel like this is something about like tending to your womb. We also have letting go. It says the cycle has ended and it's time to let go to experience new growth. It is vital to have closure and gratitude for the situation to make room for new things to enter. Go within to find what is holding you back. Change is necessary in this situation. Yeah. So there's something that you've been resisting, okay? And by letting this go, it is actually going to create an opportunity or this breakthrough energy that we were talking about earlier. Let's see what else we have here. I feel like I need to jump over to this one because you have an extra one over here. Okay. We have a major life change. Wow. Time is right for major life changes. That's not coinciding. Okay. I put it literally says changes necessary in this situation, and I go to change major life change. This is how you know things are just aligning for you and the way that they're meant to. Things are working out, things are balancing out, even if they don't feel like it in this year, but they are. Or I feel like it's not even that it doesn't feel like it in this year. It feels like in the past, you had to work really hard for things to work or balance out for you. You just feel like you have to put a lot of effort in. And this year, things aren't, it just feels effortless, to be honest. It feels like it is time, it is destined. But it says, Time time is right for major life changes as a new lifestyle or location brings great joy and a trouble-free existence. Yeah. I feel like this little one was waiting for you to step into this new space, this new place, this new location, this new job, this new business, whatever it is here. And kind of gain insight as to where you're going. Because I feel like previously, maybe even right now a bit, you're kind of blind on the situation. There's a lot of fear surrounding your journey. There's a lot of like, I don't know where I'm headed or what's going on, but through this fear and through this not being able to see clearly, it feels like trust, like blind faith is created, right? It kind of feels like, okay, I just trust that things are going good. And through that, it's like there's a new opportunity that comes your way. So say yes to that opportunity, okay? Follow through with the plans that you've been making that maybe you have been putting on hold for the potential pregnancy, right? For the birth of your baby, like things you may have wanted to even experience with your child. Your baby's like, don't put your life on hold for me. Like, I want you to have these experiences so you can share these stories with me. You can share these stories with me at bedtime, mama and papa, okay? Like they want you to live life and have fun and tell them about your wedding. Maybe you want to have them in your wedding, so you're waiting, but they're like, no, tell me about your wedding. Maybe you are like, okay, once I get pregnant, I'm going to take maternity leave and then I'm going to go to a new job. They're like, no, go to the new job now. Like they're wanting you to just really live your life. And around the time of a major life change surrounding, something you've been wanting, desiring, wanting to manifest, this baby's coming through. For sure. For sure. Okay. We also have healing. It says your body, mind, and soul are in a period of deep healing right now. You're going through many transformations at once, and you're being asked to allow yourself to receive the healing you need with open arms and an open heart. Beautiful. Some of you guys could also do Reiki healing. Okay. Maybe that's something you do, or maybe you could be a practitioner, or this could be something that you decide to um, partake in. Okay, that could also bring in healing for you. And the last message I have that is from a pre-shuffle card is self-love. It says, Mama, I encourage you to love and cherish yourself, as this will bring new opportunities and abundance into your life. Okay, yes. Put yourself first, Mama. Love on yourself. Do things for you. Okay, Papa too. All right, so stop putting yourself on the back burner is also what I'm hearing too. So since we're talking to baby, I would love for you to take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Ooh, sorry if I just blew into the mic. Oh, that felt good though. Move around any stagnant energy in your body. Just kind of release it by moving your shoulders around. All right. And let's welcome in your baby. Okay, let's connect with your little one and see what messages they have for you. I'm hearing butterflies. They love to show you butterflies. Butterflies and grasshoppers. We have take a deep breath, Mama. Okay, so who's in the room, right? We literally just took a deep breath. Take a deep breath, Mama. Relax. Okay, remember your spirit guides were like, we got this. Don't worry. Like I'm hearing, don't worry about a thing. Okay, because every little thing is gonna be all right. So definitely, they're like, don't worry, everything's gonna work out. Okay. We have mommy, finances are causing a bit of a blockage in our path. Okay. So this could be why, you're meant to pursue this business, this new job, whatever this is for you, because finances was causing a bit of a blockage. And so this is something that you or your partner was meant to pursue in order for baby to even get here. Okay. They've been waiting for that. And you've been waiting for them. Look at that. This is why they're like, just go, just do it. Okay. We have when you focus your thoughts on the here and now with gratitude, you welcome in more things to be happy for. Yeah. So I feel like a potential, stagnation in your journey was that Four of Cups energy, right? You focusing on the past, you focusing on the future. I feel like with the Four of Cups energy, she's focusing on the past, but she's also like, I don't want to mess this up. Okay, there we go. She's also like focusing on the future. She's trying to figure it out. She's trying to figure it out, right? Like she's feeling anxious because she's like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what's going on, right? Same thing with this card, right? With the fright energy. It's like this fear of like I'm stepping into the unknown, or I don't even want to, they're not stepping into the unknown. They're just thinking about the unknown. They're like, what in the heck am I going to do? I've been doing everything. I've tried everything, right? And I feel like at one point there was this very strong hold of like you were being held, you're being controlled. There we go. You're being controlled by your ideas, by your thoughts, by, like, if only I did this, if only we could do this, if only this, maybe we need to implement this, maybe that, maybe this. And that was really keeping you stuck and stagnant to the point where you and your partner may have been like, we have exhausted all of our ideas. We don't know what else to do. Like, but you focused so much only on getting pregnant, only on your fertility journey, that you left everything else out in the cold, and therefore literally caused unknown blockages surrounding your blessings, including the one where that involved your baby's arrival. And it also created so much anxiety for you that you only focused on what you didn't have, right? What wasn't going correctly, what you could do differently in the future. And that is all changing. That is all changing. I feel like that is what's being let go of. I feel like that is what is shifting for you, coming to an end with this Ten of Swords, okay, and the Ace of Swords. Now, the last message I have here from baby says, Mommy, Daddy needs to go to the doctor. This will clear a blockage in our path. Okay. Now, definitely, for some of you guys, I see on the bottom of the deck, we have a message about working out. It says, Mommy, workout time. This will clear a blockage from our path. But this can also be for dad. Okay. This can be you and dad, maybe slimming down or maybe getting fit. Okay, it could be something that helps clear a blockage for dad or for mom. But also, I feel like, and this kind of gives me like that, with that gives me kind of like a hormonal imbalance, whether it's mom or dad. Okay. But I also see here that there could be something going on with dad's health, his fertility, or there could be some intervention, medical intervention with dad. Okay. especially if you guys are feeling like you've exhausted all of your options and mom has been tested and there has been so much done with mom and dad has been, here and there. If maybe a need to dig deeper into your partner's energy and what's going on with your partner's body. Now, I just heard a very specific message. If you're a same sex couple, okay, and maybe you are using a surrogate, maybe you're two males, you're using a surrogate, there may be something going on and you're having a hard time with, like, as a, what's it called, as like with her getting pregnant, or there may be something like that. There may be something like there may be cause for looking into your partner's health and going with your partner's sperm. Okay, I know this is so specific. And same thing for my same sex couples, my female couples. Okay, if you are, if there's something going on and you're having a hard time getting pregnant, then maybe your partner is meant to carry this little one. Okay, and I know that that is something that is very specific and it's definitely not going to apply to everybody. Even if you are a same-sex couple, this may not apply to you because this is such a specific message. But if you've been feeling this energy, then this could be the case, right? Maybe you guys are so like insistent that one person's going to carry this baby, but there could be a need for this little one may want to come through, like through the other parent. Okay, so that could be the case as well. Let's see, anything else? I think that's it for this. We're now going to go into your timing. Okay, so let's get your last few cards. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I can't remember if I gave you guys something to post in the comment section. The video cut off, and so I had to take a little break and let my phone charge for a little bit. But I don't believe I did. But if you are here, okay, post a baby emoji in the comments. This can be the baby, this can be the pregnancy, pregnant mama, okay? Post a baby emoji in the comment section to let me know that you made it to the end. I love it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get your timing for pile number 4, Spirit. Pile number 4. What do we have coming through as far as the conception month or birth month of their baby in 2025? Ooh, drop the card. Let me grab it. So the first one we have says November. Okay, so November may be the month of conception or baby's birth. It could also be, we have August, September here, so it could be August, September, October, November. That can be a very significant time frame surrounding baby's conception month or birth month. Okay, let's see what else we have coming through. Definitely picking up on fire energy. We also have Capricorn here. See what else we have. We have January. So January could be significant as well. Okay, we definitely got that October, November energy going. So January conception will lead to October birth. February conception will lead to November birth. So that can align in that way. See what else we have. Capricorn season is indeed in January, December, January. Okay. What else do we have here? February. Oh my gosh, these are like all aligning for you guys. Oh my gosh, look at that. September, October on the bottom of the deck. Crazy. More October energy. Let's see. Let's get 2 more for pile number 4. I'm getting a few since this is a collective reading. We also have April. Okay, so April may be significant to the conception month or birth month of your baby. And let's get 1 more. We have September. Okay, so more September energy. Okay, with September, October on the bottom of the deck again. So Libra season is really significant for this pile. So is November, September, October, November, December. I think that's what I said earlier. We also have January, February here. We also have April, and then again September. Okay, so lots of fertile energy this month or this year for you guys. Lots of chances for conception, lots of chances for birth. Okay. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, you want to share down below how this reading resonates with you and your journey, things that you've been feeling, definitely let me know in the comment section. I am wishing you guys a beautiful 2025, and I hope to see you in my next reading. Make sure you subscribe and join the family. Subscribe to the channel and join the family. And I'm sending you so much baby dust. Bye.